Hello and welcome to a very special audio-only episode of Funbearable.
Close those peepers.
Yep.
Yep. If you're driving, close your eyes.
Yep.
And
buy 2 eye patches.
Yep. Just so you can really focus.
Yes.
And get everything you
can.
can.
Complete darkness for this episode.
We're going to Matt Murdock this.
Yes.
Your other senses will be heightened.
Exactly.
And you will feel what is coming, unfortunately.
Yes.
We went back into the archives for this one. Chuck, why don't you explain it?
So
why don't you pre-apologize for it?
So basically, we're doing an episode coming up where we reference a character. And we decided maybe that we need to put out the episode where the genesis of this character happened.
Character is such a strong word for
really
what this is.
Such an inaccurate word for what this is.
It's more like an event, like something that happened to you.
Yeah.
Like
does that make sense?
Like the hurricane of whatever
Right,
year.
exactly.
I agree.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
flooding,
some sort of trauma. Yeah.
Yeah, like mercury poisoning in the town's water source.
Right.
You know what I mean? It
Yes.
feels like it's that kind of disaster.
Yeah.
Not a weather one where you're like, oh my God, it's so huge. But more like, you know, like the lead poisoning that happened in Flint, Michigan.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
kind of that.
Who's responsible for this?
Right. And no one's taking responsibility.
Even though everyone kind of knows who's responsible for it.
Nobody has the heart to like put them on trial. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So years ago,
But people are suffering.
let me make it clear. People are suffering. So years ago, when we were doing the Chuck and Brad podcast, Ray came on. And as I recall the evening, I kind of said, I got some surprises for you, and we're going to have a good time. And when Ray got there, I surprised Brad and Ray with a new character named Dr. McFrankenstein. And he had a really specific purpose, which was to help McDonald's with their marketing campaign. And you'll find out more about that in the episode. But the character has been referenced on Funbearable.
Help the McDonald's marketing campaign. That's like saying Osama bin Laden helped clean the desks out of the World Trade Center.
So we've referenced him a few times lightly on Funbearable.
Not Osama. Dr. McFrankenstein.
Dr. McFrankenstein. And this week we kind of mentioned him in a more, a bigger way, a meatier way. And we thought we'd put out this bonus episode where he was kind of born. And I got to be honest, it's one of my favorite episodes of the Chuck and Brad podcast. It's one of my favorite episodes of anything the three of us have ever done together. We laughed so hard this night. And I think it's one of the funniest things we've done. And just finally, I'd like to say, very excited.
Oh, I thought it was going to be an apology, Brad, didn't you?
I was hoping.
For the prospect of the return of McFrankenstein. And we'll see if that plays out. We'll see what happens.
We're putting all new pipes in.
But
no lead poisoning.
This is the original, the birth, the genesis, the story, the tale of the good doctor. Dr. McFrankenstein.
It's similar to Mengele.
We're so sorry.
You know Dr.
everyone.
Moreau? He was disappointed in this doctor.
Yeah. Also, he was disappointed in what he did, and also like how he did it. He was like he also half-assed the horror. You know what I mean?
I whole-assed most of the horror.
That's true.
I mean, Dr. McFrankenstein.
Oh, the mask has slipped.
I'm comedian, writer, and filmmaker Chuck Staten from the punk band Senior Discount.
And I'm writer and comedian Brad Rohr from the Providence Improv Guild.
And this is the Chuck and Brad Podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 519 of the Chuck and Brad Podcast.
I'm Chuck.
I'm Brad.
Well, I can't. Ray, open that throat, Lawson. You know what? No one's going to hear anything because of Brad's expert audio editing.
I'm leaving this in just for the comedy.
I'm tap dancing so hard.
So we're here with our buddy,
Not a pleasant sound.
comedian. And by the way, you can see this Ray's style of comedy at a stage near you soon.
He does this
Like a
kind of
threat.
lozenge joke.
I do lozenge. Right?
45-minute long
This is
lozenge
our,
bit.
This is our buddy Ray Harrington, comedian, lives in Rhode Island, and he's a great guy, friends of ours. He has been on the podcast many times, do video projects together, live comedy together. Some people don't know that this is part 2 of a 2-parter. That's why I'm kind of introducing you again. But this is really part 2 of a 2-parter.
Yeah, we had Ray on
Unknown 2-parter to me.
previous episode as a Mortal Kombat expert.
Yes, last week's episode.
He
MKE.
taught us all the fatalities
And-
and the animalities, the babalities.
Yeah, you didn't talk about the animalities.
You know what? I realized that, and I'm like,
And then Chuck was
We're
like,
so
do
far
a
into it.
fatality.
So Ray was on last week, and because I'm busy with a film trip to New Jersey and New York this week, I said, "Hey Ray, can you stay for the second episode?" And he said, "Sure thing, buddy."
No,
and
you said on last week's episode, we're doing 2 episodes and Ray's going to be on it. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm here. You know?
so this is part 2. But you know what? We're not
No,
gonna.
I am happy to be here. That all sounded very negative, and I don't mean it to.
No,
I'm
no.
thrilled to be here. Happy to be here.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes.
so you say that now, but I feel like your tune may change by the
What I
time
want to
we-
do is start off where my starting point is like positive,
Yeah.
so we can see
Yeah.
the degradation.
Yes,
you know.
the descent into we'll call it McMadness.
There you go. There you go.
So
That's step 1.
just so you know, this is even though this is the second episode we're
Filming.
recording in a row, not filming.
Hey, we are filming this, right? And you said you wanted to start doing this and putting it up on YouTube. So definitely go check this out on YouTube.
It's not on YouTube. He's just playing a prank on the listeners. Even though this is part 2, we're not actually calling back to anything. So if you're listening to this and you
I'm
didn't listen to
going
last week's
to.
episode, you're not going to miss anything if you didn't listen to last week's episode. Now, here's the thing. A couple weeks ago, I kind of jokingly brought up this concept that I came up with. Ray doesn't know about this, so I'm going to explain it for the listeners and for Ray. I said, wouldn't it be cool if they did if McDonald's, the corporation, you know McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool if they did a series of commercials
Ray and I call it Macca's
where why that? Why that?
with McDonald's.
I know, but Mac
We're gonna go get some Macca's.
Oh, okay. Jeez, Ray.
I don't eat fast food.
By the way, Ray's one of the guys. Go ahead, Ray. Do your soapbox thing.
I really don't have. You just
I
said
know.
I do, and I was like, no, I don't.
No,
I
he
haven't
doesn't.
eaten fast food in. Oh my god.
Well,
I haven't eaten
15
fast food
years.
in hours.
he doesn't eat fast food in, by some people's definition.
What do you mean?
Starbucks is fast food.
I drink Starbucks.
All right. That's fine.
I don't eat any of their cheeseburgers.
Anyway, so what we said a couple weeks ago, I made up I didn't even remember how this came up. How did it come up? Do you know?
You
know.
opened your little notebook.
No, I remember.
You opened your IP mashup notebook.
For some reason, I was joking around and I said, wouldn't it be cool if they did a McDonald's series of commercials? Do you remember the McDonald's Land characters? Do you remember Ronald McDonald?
Yeah, and Mayor McCheese,
Mayor
and
McCheese.
the Fry Guys,
First-
and the chicken nuggies.
Do you know why those characters originally were started to go away? Really strange. McDonald's hired Sid and Marty Krofft, who did HR Puffin stuff and a bunch of to help
Didn't
develop.
they just take their shit?
Yeah, basically
Yeah.
they helped them. They were like, will you help us develop this stuff? And they started working on it with them, and then McDonald's stopped it. But then they just used a lot of very
Yeah.
similar characters, including almost identical voices and stuff like that. So they were sued by HR, by Sid and Marty Krofft, and they had
And
like
HR Puffin.
Yeah.
He was in court. He had a different tie on.
they lost the lawsuit, and I guess they had like a certain amount of time to change it by a certain percentage, and they kept failing to change it by enough
He
for the
put
judge.
put a bunch of funny hats on them.
Yeah,
and shit.
right.
Yeah.
And then I guess the final nail in
The
the
Fry
coffin.
Guys have dreads now. Nope.
The final nail in the coffin was that Morgan Spurlock's documentary Super Size Me not only vilified McDonald's for selling like supersized meals, but also for advertising to children to eat such unhealthy food.
Got it.
So that hurt the McDonald's Land part of it, and they kind of got rid of those characters.
And now no kids can know the joy of climbing up a hot blue metal tube to get inside of what can only be described as a cheeseburger jail.
Yes. So
Come play on the cheeseburger jail. Remember
Oh
that
yeah,
shit?
remember the cheeseburger jail?
Yeah.
Bars on it.
a lot of those
Yeah.
children that started eating poorly young are kind of in a cheeseburger jail now.
Really, yeah.
But I would say
Oddly,
this.
the tube was very thin.
So here's what happened.
That was the age restriction.
So I said, wouldn't it be cool to do a series of commercials where all the McDonald's Land characters are missing and you're trying to figure out where they are, and there's like a new character who has stolen them or something. I don't even remember what I said, but
They already have a stealing character.
Hold on. But I came up with an idea of like, what if they did a character named Dr. McFrankenstein, and he came up with all these crazy fast food items for McDonald's to start like a crazy ad campaign for new weird items to bring people in, right?
Like mashups.
No, not necessarily.
We
Just
put chicken nuggets on a sandwich.
It could-
Oh, is this a patented Twisted Chuck idea?
I'll say this: the reason it came up, you
remember?
when somebody wrote in, we had talked about.
Oh yes, okay.
Chuck wanting a Big Mac burrito and the Arch Deluxe and blah blah blah. And so it was a listener
You're not
email
gonna do a Big Mac burrito.
that prompted the idea of what fast food creations would you make, and I was like, I don't know, I'd like a chicken McNugget sandwich, and Chuck was like,
what I
wouldn't it
said.
be cool if they brought back Birdie and Grimace?
Yeah, remember Birdie? That's fucking weird. There's a bird, but then there's sentient chicken nuggets. And it's like, but they're made out of dead you, and now they're alive.
Okay, can I give the real backstory because I remember this now?
Okay.
Okay, you ready? I have a stand-up bit where I talk about the fact that I don't feel, I come from a musical background and I come from a punk rock band.
Like Sound of Music.
Like
But
Liesel Von Trapp.
I'm in a band, but I don't
He's
feel
a Nazi, is what you're saying.
my whole bit was revolving around how I didn't feel cool enough to be in a band. And I was like, I'm part of a punk rock band. It makes it even worse. And I said, part of my bit, I don't even remember it word for word, was, my countercultural ideas pretty much end at the idea of a Big Mac burrito. And it was this idea of corporate saying like, fuck you and fuck the man. And it was about combining these two corporations, Taco Bell and McDonald's. But it wasn't like I actually wanted that. It was part of a bit. And we mentioned it on the podcast for some reason. A guy wrote in, talked about what would you guys like to see on a fast food menu item, like Brad said.
Right.
And I said something about, what about Dr. McFrankenstein? And then I came up with the concept of Dr. McFrankenstein's Year of McMadness, where the McDonald's higher ups say for a year, we're just going to try this crazy character and come up with these bizarre and wacky menu items to bring people in.
I mean, it's a solid marketing concept.
Right.
Having a marketing background.
right.
It's a solid marketing concept. Although part of me is just like, oh no, this is just like such capitalist like diabetes, and it's something about it feels gross to me.
Oh yeah. Dr.
So
McFrankenstein.
it's just like, oh look,
I
it's
have
a
a feeling
fish mac. You know
Some
what
of
I mean?
some of these menu items.
Yeah, it's a filet of fish
I
Big
got a
Mac.
feeling you're going to be surprised at a lot of these. They're not as simple as that. But we did get a bunch of emails. Here's the thing. That was a throwaway concept. It was a joke.
Yeah.
Then we got all these emails, messages, So here's one.
Is it like a bunch of people throwing out their ideas? Because I have a feeling that this is fun to say your idea, but not as fun to hear ideas.
Well, okay, so here's what we got. We got an episode. We got one from a guy named Jeff. We got an email. It says episode 500 and then capital and 17.
Yep.
Hey guys, first time, long time. We love you. Just wanted to drop a line to tell you how much I enjoy listening to your podcast.
Thank you.
When it comes to brandishing handicap plates or mirror tags, you can call it a brand hand. That's pretty good.
Oh, that's very good.
I have some ideas for Dr. McFrankenstein,
Oh boy.
most of which utilize breakfast items.
Ooh.
Quarter pounder with cheese, except with the McGriddle bun,
Ooh. Okay.
which that's a pancake that has little syrup pockets in it.
Yeah.
Biscuit burgers. Enough said. Chicken in a blanket. Nuggets sliced and roll up with hot cakes. A play on chicken and waffles.
No.
Big Mac, but a hash brown instead of the middle piece of bread. I like it. Fries pressed into a patty and served on a toasted bun. Thanks for the hours of entertainment, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. I love it.
I am intrigued by the concept of a fry bun, but I think
No. He said mashed into a patty and then served on a bun.
It's in replacement of the burger.
Oh, all right. Then no, I'm off.
And then
Jeff.
just like a bunch of people being like, "But I'm off red meat, so it's healthy." You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I will say,
Potatoes,
I'll throw this in
vegetable.
there because I love this guy. This guy Mike wrote us 2 weeks ago, as people listen to this, and he had a great email, very nice email, and we responded to him after he listened to last week's. He responded to our response and said, "Just listened. Thanks for answering. Bring on the Frankenburgers, you handy, capable SOBs."
Wow.
Thank you. All right, that's because I parked in the handicap spot.
And I disapproved.
From
Rightfully so.
Steph. Hello, fellas. Loyal listener since 2016 here. Heard about the podcast and our monthly article, and I'm glad I did. Can't wait for the world to get a shit together so we can have more live Chuck and Brad events. The live Halloween shows were always so strange, which made them my favorite. Okay, enough being a chubby. On to the reason for this email.
It is so disturbing to me that people embraced the Chubby moniker. It really is. It's like, guys, like, man, I want to say to your listeners, like, yeah, I know you are better than that. You know what I mean? Demand better
don't
for
tell them that.
yourselves.
Do you remember where chubby came from?
The Chuck and the Brad like combination, and
Well,
it's
We
weird.
said, what if we're Chuck and Brad, shortened it, Chew Bra, and we came up with Chupacabras.
Chupacabra, yeah. And then Chubby.
Chubby, yeah. That Chubby for life. That's what I say every day.
Please, no one get that tape.
But you're the chew in Chubby. You
Thank
know what I
you.
mean?
Listening to
I'm the
your
eight.
April 26th, 22nd episode and your discussion of fast food items. Now, I know we all love to shit on Burger King, or Burger Queef, as we called it in high school.
Wow.
But back in the mid-'80s, they came out with burger bundles, which were a perfect creation. They were tiny slider burgers that came bundled, hence the namesake, in a cute little box with a fancy wrapper. Like meaty little wonders of joy. They were not around for very long, but they are forever stamped in my head as one of the fast food items I would actually be excited for if re-released.
I wish somebody would describe me as that.
You are a meaty little bundle of joy.
Thank you.
I feel like I'm the only
Stop
one.
flirting.
I feel like I'm the only one who remembers these small wonders. See what I did there with the additional 80s reference? Oh, I like that. Do either of you remember the BK Burger bundles?
No, and I'm watching a commercial for them right now.
I remember the BTK burger bundle.
P.S. For any new Chubies, I would recommend the episode with the dude at the yard sale that was the leader of the nerd army. I can't remember the episode number, but it was a doozy.
I believe the description of that episode was, "We're going to get sued for this one."
Yes, that was the episode where a guy came to my yard sale and I recorded him unbeknownst to him because he was just spouting like maniacal things. And we put it up as a podcast
Like
episode.
ideas of like mashing up burgers,
I think it was called
dead
We're
animals
going to get
at the zoo.
I feel like
and-
it was We're going to get in trouble
for this one, something like that.
Yeah, that was episode 331.
Wow.
If you want to listen to it. She ends it, Chubby for life, Steph. Thank you, Steph.
Thanks, Steph.
She said Chubby 3 times in that.
Demand better for yourself. Like
No,
you can
Chubby
do
is-
it.
Chubby is excellent.
You know what? I think your listeners should write in with their suggestions.
You know what? If you're a Raby,
Instead of a Chubby. A rabies? No, that's horrible. A singular of rabies?
Yeah, we were outside. A bunch of rabies were there to meet us. What?
Rabies for life is so sad.
are you, listen, right in, talkingbrad.com, are you a Chubby or a Raby?
No, you don't have to do, it's not an either or situation. This is your podcast. You can be Chubbies all you want. I'm Noby. I'm Noby, okay? I'm Noby. What I'm saying is like your listeners are good people. Good, solid people, and I know they have a better idea than Chubby in their minds, and they can bring it to the table. And then think of how organic that is. A listener came up with the name of the listenership.
That's true.
Yeah,
It's a
try
good
to
point.
beat Chubbies. You write us at chuckandbrad@gmail.com. Hi, Chuck and Brad. This is a guy named Stuart. I am listening to the podcast and have 2 immediately thoughts on Dr. McFrankenstein items.
Oh, no.
I love Dr. McFrankenstein. The year of McMadness. 1.
I didn't go to 6 years of medical school.
One, the
to be
name
called
is-
McFrankenstein.
1. You always wanted to try it. That's the name. It's a chocolate shake with a packet of fries attached. You can dip those salty carb sticks in that chocolatey goodness.
Okay.
2. Animal, vegetable, mineral. A sandwich named after the comic book character, a piece of grilled chicken, and a Beyond Burger on a salted pretzel bun. Don't know how it would taste, but the name tickles me to no end. finally, at Chuck and BradCon, which is the geek boat.
Yes.
We've been calling it Chuck and BradCon.
Of course.
You will have shore excursions in foreign lands. Seek out those exotic fast food product offerings. You guys rock.
You're going to be in a whole new place. Go find some fast food.
You guys rock. I am planning to be at Frank 5 Day, which is a Tell 'em Steve Dave event this coming, well, will it have passed?
It'll have passed.
It just passed, when this comes out. And Kevin Smith's New Jersey events over the summer. So hope to see you, Chuck, and eventually you and Brad at Smod Castle. The best, Stu the new Chubby. All right, let's see.
That sounds like a fucking 80s skateboarding term. Come on, dude, gleam the cubes. Stew the new Chubby, dude. Stew the new Chubby.
Ray,
He'll never be able to stew the new Chubby. Holy shit, he stewed the new Chubby.
Ray treats our relationship like I'm the kid, Ray's the concerned mom, and Brad's the dad. Because every time I do something you don't like, you look at.
I'm looking to the one other person for reassurance, like, I'm not insane, right?
I like Stu the new Chubby as a skateboarding term.
Oh, yeah.
Get Tony
for
Hawk
sure.
on the phone.
Yeah, stew the new Chubby, dude.
This next email, subject line, Dr. McFrankenstein's Mick Calendar Mick Creations. From Richard. Hello, Chuck and Brad. I wanted to submit a couple ideas for Mick Creations. 1, the Mick All Day Breakfast Burger.
Ooh, okay.
McDonald's killed the all day breakfast this year, much to many people's sadness. Why not replace it with this? The all day breakfast burger has a quarter-pound patty, cheese, and mayo on an artisan bun. Excuse me. Now this is where it goes off the rails. In McDonald's,
Speaking of rails, did you just do cocaine?
I can't. Yeah, my
I
nose.
saw
is a
you,
little-
your head went down on the
Yep.
table.
Yep.
There was a white substance there.
Yep.
When you lifted it up, it was gone.
A McDonald's hash brown between the patty and the bun, and a fried, still runny egg on top of the burger between the cheese and mayonnaise. I'm just gonna say this. It's a lot to ask from a McDonald's employee.
Seriously, I was just about to say there are no actual eggs.
Yeah, it's an
At
egg
the
loaf
McDonald's.
that they cut into.
yeah.
You know, it's a
It's an
loaf
egg,
of
It's an egg puck.
it's a big tube, and they cut off a puck of it.
Yeah, my first job was at a McDonald's.
Really?
Yeah.
What was your sandwich of choice?
I don't know.
Fish Mac?
The Big
just
Mac's a
whatever.
good sandwich.
I was 15 years old. It was my
Yeah.
first job. Like I had to get like a working permit
Oh.
to do stuff in the
I was
state
supposed
of
to get one of
Maine.
those, yeah.
Yeah, and I did that, and then that was the only job I've been fired from.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What'd you do? Stole Big Macs.
Did you
No.
did you steal the egg loaf?
This is fun. You guys keep going until you get it.
What'd you do?
I got a better job that I wanted to do.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
And I didn't. It was retail. It wasn't fast food. So I was getting out of fast food, and my boss was like a jerk. Like the manager was just like you know what? I haven't said this in a long time. It's classic Maine thing. Dude was a dink.
Oh.
He was a fucking dink.
Wow, it's hard to take
All right?
that back.
He's a dink. Oh, dink du jour. All right.
Whoa.
Dink of the day.
I was gonna say dink of the day.
Oh, he was dink of many days.
Ray meets a lot of dinks.
Hey,
One per day.
Hey, today's dink du jour.
Yeah, thanks.
My
All
old
right,
boss.
everybody. Thanks for listening to my podcast, Ray Harrington, and round things out. Dink of the day. Today's dink du jour, Saddam Hussein. You know what he did?
You can do that. I would listen to that.
No, he was just he was a dink, and I put in my 2-week notice.
Yeah.
And I was a teenager. I was 15 years old, right?
Yeah.
And he did something one of the days, and
Something dinkish.
some dink thing, dude. And somebody else asked me like, oh, why are you like? Because he was like, go clean trays. You know,
Yeah.
that was his like, you're in timeout, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was cleaning the trays, and somebody's like, why are you cleaning trays? Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, because whatever his name was, like, we'll say Chuck. You know,
We'll say Chuck Dinklage.
yeah, Chuck's being an asshole, and I said being an asshole, and he heard me,
Oh.
and he was like, clock out, you're done, because I had already given my 2 week.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah.
what are you doing? You're firing me? And he went, yeah. And I was like, I already gave you my 2 week. Wow. All right. Have a good one. And I left.
Yep.
And I was 15, so I
Right.
didn't have a license or anything.
Yep.
So I walked over to a payphone.
Right.
This was in the Kittery, Maine outlets. So I walked over to the payphone. By the time I got to the payphone and I called my mom to come pick me up,
Right.
she was like, hey, your boss called me. And like,
Chuck? Chuck Dinklage?
Yeah,
I don't approve of this.
Chuck Dink called me and was like, I told Ray he had to leave because he called me an inappropriate name and blah blah blah. And my mom, don't tell her I said this, guys. Okay, she's kind of a pushover when it comes to stuff like this.
She's a chubby. She's gonna hear this.
Oh no, not my
She's a bigger
mother.
Raby than she's a Chewy.
It's getting close.
I will say this: this guy was so pathetic in doing this that even my mom was like, "Why are you calling me?
Yeah.
You're not a teacher.
Right.
You're not
Yeah.
you're his boss. He
Yeah.
works for you. I have nothing to do with this." And essentially was like, "You're a loser." You know what I mean?
You know what
And
you are? A dink du jour. Do you know
You're
what
a
that
dink
means?
du jour. I'm writing it down. Today's date. Dink du jour, and it was so funny that happened.
Yeah.
and so I'm my own person at that point.
Yeah.
So I start working and stuff, and this was in town.
Yeah.
It's McDonald's. It's like a first job kind of deal, right? And so years go by,
Yeah.
and somebody I knew was working there.
Yeah.
This is like when I was in college.
Yeah.
I knew somebody from town and I ran into them and they were working at that McDonald's.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that's crazy. And I was like, yeah, is that guy still working there and stuff? And they were like, oh yeah, you got fired. That's right. And he told me the story that is told. And it's so different.
Of course.
The story is that I took a Big Mac and I hurled it at his face.
Oh, a violent story.
Yeah, and I punched him or hit him or something like that, and was flipping trays, and they had to call the cops. So it went from me going, "Hey, he's an asshole," to years later, it's like Ray fucking burnt down the McDonald's.
This is like me with Staples.
It is exactly like you at Staples.
The kid at Staples, he was told.
Did you just say Staple?
It's
you have a cough drop in your mouth, right?
Yeah, I do.
The kid with Staples.
It was a Staples. So no, but I
This
had
was in Brazil, right?
I had a
Or
fight.
no, Barcelona.
I had a fight with this kid at Staples, because it was Christmas Day and
Christmas Eve.
and I wanted to make a present for Brad, and so I called him at 2, and I said, "What time do you close? I need to get a print."
Do
thing
you
made."
have Staples?
And he said, "We close at 6 p.m." So I went there at 5 p.m. and they were closed, and they were closing the doors, and they were inside counting, and I was knocking. I was like, "Hey, I need something printed for a Christmas present." I called today to see what time you guys closed to make sure that I was here before you guys closed. If you had said 4, I would have been here by 4. So the kid let me in. He was all pissed. And I was like, listen, I'm like, I don't know why you're mad at me. I called. He's like, well, you didn't talk to me. I'm like, well, they told me 6 o'clock. Is that when you close? And he was like, ugh. He kept rolling his eyes and not answering me. And finally, when I left, he slammed the door and he went, "Merry Christmas." And he slammed the door. And then for a long time, whenever I went in there to get flyers made or anything, he would just be like, "I have to go to the bathroom." And he would just leave the Staples area for 45 minutes. Finally, after this happened multiple times, I talked to a manager. I was like, "This kid, he always leaves." And he goes, "This is going to sound really weird, but I just started working here. And they told me that you and him got into a fight and you spit on him. And so he's allowed to ignore you whenever you come into the store." And I was like, first of all, I'm like, that's assault.
That's assault, brother.
So I said, if that happened, I would hope that you guys, if he said that, I would hope you guys looked at the camera to see if a customer assaulted one of your employees. And he goes, "Well, the thing is, all the cameras in here are just fake."
So you immediately started shoplifting.
I was like, "Fuck you. This sucks."
stuffing pens in your pockets.
But it's the same thing, where it's it was just an interaction that was a little bit hostile.
To play devil's advocate here, Staples advocate,
Yes.
I will say
I'm going to play Dinklage advocate in a second.
All right, Dink advocate. just if it were it me, I understand you're your own person. I know myself. I'm too polite, right? In random, I'll hold a door for 50 minutes if I see you walking towards that door.
Yes.
At a store of some kind. I am that kind of person. And if I were on Christmas Eve trying to get something done, I understand it was for a present. I understand it's for a friend, and it's an important thing. And I understand your side of the story.
I was pretending to be Jigsaw. And I was
knocking.
I was. That was the present.
That was the present.
And I was printing out an X-ray of Brad's dead cat.
Okay, so I could never on Christmas Eve see a store closing and knock on the window and be like, I want to come in. I could never do it.
Well, my friend
That's
is-
me. I'm not saying you're a dink.
So-
I'm not saying you're a dink. Do Christmas, sure. All right. Yeah. Sorry.
Hold on. You say,
A dink do Christmas.
You say these corporate clowns closing early
These corporate Mick clowns.
is more important to you on Christmas than Brad is supposed to be
No,
to me.
I'm saying my feeling of my testicles going back up inside my body to do something that I would look at as rude. I would never do it. I can't do that.
My
there's
testicles flare up when I get a chance to right wrongs.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, you think this is a quantum leap situation where you're like, I was wronged. I was cut to the bone.
It was Christmas.
You know?
How do you? It was Christmas. What do you think about taking away a child's present on Christmas? Are you
Brad.
for that?
It was Brad, and it was a
I was
picture
37.
of a dead cat.
It was an X-ray.
It was an X-ray of
fictional
a
cat.
of a dead
Had
cat.
a little present. in
Yeah.
his brain. I had to take
And you're like,
a
I need
scalpel
to
and
print
cut
this.
open a plush
Go
cat.
to a goddamn hotel and go into the business center and do it there. I don't know. To me, I'm not saying you're a bad person at all. I'm just saying I know of myself. I would
I can't believe this.
I would go well out of my way not to be in a position where I am inconveniencing, like, because I would look at them and I'd be like, they just want to go home on Christmas Eve, man. You know what I mean? That's me. That's just me. I'm not saying you're a bad person.
I'm
You're
ready
upset.
to fight. I'm ready to fight you.
Don't spit on me.
That's his go-to move.
It is his go-to move. I've seen his.
You know which
picture
Mortal
at the
Kombat character
Staples.
he's like? Reptile. Yeah.
I heard you forcibly French kissed a guy at an office, Max, once. Because it was because it was the third day of Ramadan and you were so mad.
I can't believe.
He was just hungry. He was just hungry.
I can't believe you're not on my side. This
I'm
is
not
shocking.
saying no.
This is shocking.
No,
to me.
listen, I'm not saying
They're counting the
I'm
registers.
not on your
They're right
side.
there. By the way, ready? Printing out one black and white 8.5 by 11 piece of paper.
Yeah,
I'm going to take less time than it's going to take for them to finish counting the register.
I understand.
So I'm not keeping them from their families.
This is just, it's just me. If the door was locked, if I even saw that they were counting shit, I'd just be like, no, I'm not going. I'm nope. I'm out. Like, I can't go.
Who have
in.
you become?
I feel horrible. I'm still the same person, sir. I feel horrible. Like, if I'm in a store, if it's like they close at 6 and it's 5:55, I'm like, I'm a big piece of shit. Because I worked retail, I know, and I'm
So
like,
do I.
oh,
I
man.
worked retail a million years. I would never do that to someone
All
on
right, god
Christmas.
damn.
I worked as a manager of GameStop and Movie Stop. I worked at FYE.
I was a
All
manager.
dead businesses.
What do you say,
I
Brad?
managed Walgreens for 4 years in a row. First of all, I would never lie to somebody on the phone or change like, oh, we're open until 10. You know.
By the way, I explained to
I'd
them.
wait until
I
10.
said,
Yeah, I
I
get
said
that.
to
I
them,
get
I'm
that.
coming in because I have the Christmas present I have to print out for my friend. I said that.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm not against you on
Right.
this. I said you're not a bad
gonna
person.
kick you under the table.
It's just me. I don't know how else to put this.
you know, it's like
I'm not defending them. I'm just
Right.
saying for me personally, I could never, if I saw
I don't think I am justice oriented enough, like
Yes.
Chuck is,
Right. Justice oriented. Thank you.
to go in and demand like justice,
Justice.
in this situation, because like Ray, I'm like, I just don't want to be impolite to these people. They like,
I would also assume
right,
that
but-
whoever said 6 is like that's when they normally close, but because it's Christmas Eve,
No,
they're
they were
doing
closing
5.
early. Guaranteed
Yeah.
they were closing early.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
all right.
no one was
and
there.
if
That's
you know, however, if there were posted hours and I knocked on the door and the hours are posted and it's like Christmas Eve open until 6, I would be like, but your sign here says 6, and they'd be like, yeah, we closed early, and I'd be like, okay, so sorry to inconvenience you. I'll just go. Like,
Yeah.
I would not follow up, but that's you know,
I
that's
think
me. That's
our
that's one of
friendship
the,
wouldn't be the same if I didn't give him that present.
that's true. What Chuck
That
doesn't
guy,
know is
what
that
you don't know is that guy lost custody of his child.
I was standing on a bridge in Bedford Falls that night.
Yeah.
And then Chuck showed up with this X-ray of a fake dead cat.
Yeah. And as you were leaving, you heard a splash, and it was that employee jumping into the water.
Can I ask you
I
a
was
question
supposed
real
to jump
quick?
in and save him.
I won't waste more of your precious time, but
What? No, I'm
No,
not.
no.
I'm not.
I'm kidding.
coming down.
I'm kidding.
Listener,
Have you not heard this story before, though? The Staples story?
I truly haven't. No, listener, I beg of you to listen back to how this happened.
Call them Jubies. They don't know what you're talking about when you say listener.
Listeners currently known as Chubies. I really, truly was not coming down on
I
you or
know.
disagreeing with you. I was simply
can I
saying,
tell you-
my own personal foibles.
Maybe if I explain the present,
I said I'm
then
too
you'll
polite.
completely switch positions.
I don't think that'll happen.
Here's what I did. I gave Brad for Christmas. Well, it was unmarked who it was from. It was an old tape recorder.
Yeah.
It said press play. And it was like, Brad, like you.
Yeah, Jigsaw. Yeah,
it was a jigsaw.
Yeah.
And all night he got clues.
Yeah.
Final one, he got a stuffed cat that was named after his childhood cat. And we had torn open the head and we put his Christmas present inside the cat's head and sewed it up. And we gave him an X-Acto knife. And the final jigsaw challenge was that he had to cut open his childhood cat's head to get his Christmas present.
Yeah.
And it was
wow,
like,
you really sold me. You told. But I'm not against you in this. That's what's so weird about this. You're like, if you won't, it's like you're beating the shit out of this poor Staples guy, and then you look over and you're like, if you don't join in, you're not my friend.
I didn't,
You know what I mean?
I didn't beat him up.
If you don't fucking do this. You know what I mean?
If you don't spit
No, you
on
don't
him too,
understand.
Ray,
Yeah, you don't
your
understand.
saliva needs
You
to
don't
hit his
understand.
face.
If
Right
you
in his
don't
eye.
help kill him, then you're not a part of it.
Oh, geez.
And if you're not a part of it, you're next.
You're a witness. Yeah.
no,
You're
I
a
didn't beat
loose
him up.
end.
So there's Chuck. So there's Chuck. Now you've pushed me further into the defense of
You're
Staples guy.
steamrolling.
Pulled out
There's
a toner
Chuck
cartridge.
pounding on the fucking door, the glass of the door, while they're just trying to
it's
break shit
splintering.
down.
Yeah.
He wanted to get home because it's Christmas Eve.
Yep.
His family's having dinner. He's just like, please let me get home. I miss my daughter. And he's pounding on the door, and the guy's like, we closed. And yeah, they're trying to skirt it, but who needs things from Staples at fucking
Thoughtful creatives.
5:30?
Creative gift givers.
Creative gift givers that just think of it last minute, like, oh shit, oh god, I need a
You know, look,
printout.
I had to get the recorder. You think I got
And
that
you
last
said
minute?
if they said 4 o'clock, you would have been there at 4 o'clock.
3
You know,
o'clock.
Yeah, you would have been there 3. So just go a little earlier, right?
I did. I went over an hour earlier.
Well, you know what I mean. And then you're just pounding on that door, and he looks over and he's like,
When does the earliness stop?
damn it. And
When
then
does
you
it
walk
end?
in. When
2
does
hours?
the madness end? When
3
does
hours?
the McMadness end?
With 5 hours,
And
We
then-
haven't even started the
No
McMadness
shit.
yet.
And then he walks over and you go, I called earlier and I was told
I am so sick of this fucking
6
culture.
p.m. And then the guy goes, well, you didn't talk to me. It's 5 o'clock. And you go,
No.
someone said 6 o'clock. I have an important picture to print out. It's vital to Christmas. I have a Christmas present for a friend.
Yes.
So I want everyone to stay while I print out this very
No, they can all
funny
leave.
goof.
Yes. Buddy.
Close down your registers. Count them. I know. Sorry.
Yes, that's
At
right.
that point, you go, shit, and get him a gift card, man.
Yeah, that's the kind of person you are. That's why I'm not going to say anything.
No, I don't know why this turned into a
Yeah, that's- I'm not gonna say it.
CVR, Chuck versus Ray shit. I'm just like, oh no. All I said was, I couldn't do that.
Classic Brad mediation. BM.
I know. All I said was like, no, I couldn't do that personally. And you're like, I couldn't.
I will say this. Could a normal Gotham City resident do what Batman does? I guess not.
Good point.
Moving forward.
Let's move forward.
What?
You're the penguin.
What a grounded, humble person, Chuck is. It is so good that this
What am I?
office is in a child psychology unit. Oh my God. Someone would get their fucking doctorate just talking
Can
to
I be Salo and Grundy?
because of course he's just like, listen, you go through that experience and then you walk out of there like, I'm Batman. I'm basically Batman with what happened here. I'm basically Batman, and he's like the Riddler, and now he leaves every time I go into the Staples. By the way, I go to the Staples so much, I should probably just get a fucking printer.
Costs too much in the ink. Ready?
They fuck you on the ink. Don't even get me started. That's why I'm blowing up the Epson fucking buildings.
Oh boy, you've crossed the line from Batman.
You live long enough.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, back to
become the villain.
Richard's email. It's 2 more McMadness
Good.
suggestions. 2, the Mick deep fried Big Mac. I don't feel like there's an explanation needed here. I'll provide one anyway. Take an entire Big Mac, batter the shit out of it, deep fry it. It would have to include
shit out of it.
It would have to include a disclaimer: each burger takes approximately 1 year off your life. I'd still eat one.
I got to say, I don't think McDonald's would ever dipping that shit in the fryer. They're very specific about their fryers.
3, the Mick Texas burger. This is a Frisco melt.
Okay.
Frisco.
What's that? What's a Frisco?
Isn't it on sourdough? Isn't
Maybe.
that-
I don't know. Wasn't that? Oh no, that was the.
Oh,
Briscoe.
steak. It's at Steak and Shake.
Oh.
But cleverly named the Mick Texas because it's on Mick Texas toast.
Oh man, remember Briscoe County Jr.?
If you've never had one, here's an explanation of
was.
a Frisco melt from Steak and Shake. He sent me a thing. Yeah, it looks like it's like a burger melt, which is kind of like a burger the Newport Creamery way.
Right.
For us, a Newport Creamery.
It's a patty melt
Yeah. Forewarning, I'll be including a copy
for
of
the
this email.
everybody else way.
Yes.
It's a patty melt.
Forewarning, I'll be including a copy of this email with my application to McDonald's to be the new head of creative. Thanks, guys.
Perfect.
Richard, P.S. Bring back the Arch Deluxe and the old 90s chicken sandwiches, which were giant chicken nuggets. I remember those.
Remember the McDLT?
Yes.
What was that?
The McDLT was the one that came like separated.
Yeah, like lettuce and tomatoes were on one side, and
Yeah.
then like the burger patty, the hot stuff was on one side,
Yeah.
and the cold stuff was on another, and so you would combine it yourself.
Oh, so-
big, like too much styrofoam packaging. Like,
Oh,
a
okay.
huge waste of packaging.
I see. All right, final one. Drew McCauley, Dr. Frankenstein's Year of McMadness. He says, menu item, McMystery McNuggets.
Oh no!
Deep fried versions of McDonald's favorites. Big Mac,
Okay.
sausage McMuffin, double cheeseburger, all cut into nugget shapes, coated with McNugget batter.
I was more nervous about like what meat was going to be in these mystery nuggets,
Yes.
but yeah, I'm glad it's other McDonald's.
Now,
items.
before you guess, don't hop to conclusions.
Oh no!
All right, are you guys ready for my so
No.
so here's what I did. I said, okay, we want to do the year of McMadness.
Yes.
Now, my year is going to include the lead up
Right.
to the the lead up.
He's got a 7-page script for each.
Hold
one.
on, hold on,
Shit,
hold on.
no fucking shit. He's
The
got
lead up-
multiple commercial scripts, I guarantee it.
The lead up.
By the way, your whole diatribe about how you it's not that you don't care about other people's time is during a Springed on Me second episode of the podcast.
Anyway, this includes the lead up to the revelation of Dr. McFrankenstein.
Right.
Revelation. The people are finding it's like the Toynbee tiles in New York. Those fucking tiles. Do you know what the
I
Toynbee?
don't.
Oh.
I laughed too much
Oh,
today.
Google the Toynbee tiles. It's
So-
very fun.
so-
No, but
so-
it's like they're finding like guerrilla marketing shit of like wanted posters outside with no McDonald's logos on it, and you're like creating a buzz.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
ooh,
yeah.
what does that mean?
Yes,
Wow.
yes. So this starts
Crime scenes
So
start
this
popping
starts-
up across the city.
January 1st, 2022. It goes to December 31st, December 2022.
Okay.
You know?
And that's what that big battered notebook is that you have right now. And I mean battered in both ways.
All right, here it is. Dr. McFrankenstein's Year of McMadness.
There we
And I need your feedback at some point.
Of
I don't
course.
think you want it.
Okay, you ready? January 1st, 2022. We roll out a series of commercials for McDonald's. These commercials are based on the older McDonald's Land commercials. These commercials originally aired with a bunch of children eating McDonald's around the following mascots: Ronald McDonald, the Fry Kids, Hamburglar, Birdie the Early Bird, the Grimace, Mayor McCheese, Officer Big Mac, the McNugget Buddies, etc.
Does it have like VHS
Yeah.
like
Yes.
glitchy static and
Yeah,
stuff? And like the music slows down.
Yes.
And then it cuts to little flashes of everybody,
yeah.
but they're dead.
They're not dead, but
Oh.
throughout January of 2022 and the beginning of February, these commercials air. A group of children go to McDonald's Land to find their favorite McDonald's characters.
Of course.
They are mostly faceless children with no discerning attributes, except the main child.
I'm sorry. When you say
Fuck, no
faceless,
one wants that. Nobody
No.
put it like we're gonna put out an ad that's gonna terrify children. Faceless mannequin heads roaming the streets.
No, they're emotion. Like they don't have any.
okay.
They're faceless, meaning like, oh, this is a little kid.
All right.
Expressionless, I think, is what you're
No,
looking
not
for.
expressionless. It's just like they don't have any lines. They're like extras. Like,
Okay.
I'll put it this way: the kids beside Kevin McAllister and the McAllister family. They're just kind of like around.
How dare you?
But it's not like, oh,
I won't have you say that about Big
not
Pete.
Buzz and not
Big
fucking
Pete?
Fuller. Yes,
Big
not
Pete
Big
from Pete and Pete.
Okay, but how is this?
Fuller.
Okay, Buzz's friend who's in the window.
Les incompetents. That girl.
No, but I'll put it this way. You've seen the commercials, the McDonald's land commercials?
Yeah, I guess.
Exactly. The same kids. There's nothing specific about the kids.
But they have no faces.
No, they have faces. You're not talking about
You said
it's emotionally.
Emotional.
Okay, they have no
right.
discerning attributes
Got it.
except the main child,
Oh boy.
Lil Ray.
All right, I like it.
Lil Ray.
I'm a little Raby.
I wrote this before I made it about you. Lil Ray wears pink earmuffs and he speaks with a severe lisp.
Oh no.
He's taller than the other kids. His mittens are pinned to his jacket throughout, and he just. I'm gonna cut that part.
He just go ahead, please.
No, because originally it started before
no,
Christmas.
no.
It says he just wants a happy meal for Christmas, but now we're starting on January 1st.
Oh, okay. I
Year
thought
of
it was just an
McMadness.
insult.
One
What
by-
if, could the Burger King Kids Club kids be dead in this?
Oh sure. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Even
Like-
Wheels.
Like, yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, like a
Wheels is first to go.
broken
Yes.
wheelchair. Nothing more ominous.
Yeah, right.
Than a beaten and bashed wheelchair just found.
One by one, Ray and his pals visit the homes of all the McDonald Land characters.
Are you my pals in this?
Yeah. Yeah. Baby Chuck,
In
Baby
this.
Ray.
Faceless.
Yes. But they see the various grisly scenes that indicate something is wrong at McDonald's.
Please describe Grizzly to me for these commercials you're pitching for commercials of national
This
products.
one's not bad. At the home of Officer Big Mac, the lights are all off, and there are diced onions and pickles all over the driveway. Right?
Yep.
And then there's somebody analyzing the spatter. Well, based on the residue of pickle on the wall here,
At Ronald-
we can tell the shot came from.
At Ronald McDonald's apartment, the door was left open.
Ronald McDonald lives in a goddamn apartment? That's so depressing.
There are fingernail marks dragged all the way out the door and clown makeup streaks running along the
This
wood of
will
the living
never
room floor.
air.
Yes, it will.
This will never air. Who at McDonald's is like, I'm signing off on this?
At the Hamburglar's hideout, all that's left is a tooth in the ground and a bloodstained black and white jumpsuit. Right? Okay.
Building buzz.
This is totally twisted
building
TM circle.
And this
R.
goes on. This goes on throughout multiple commercials from January 1st to February 12th.
Just fucking with people,
Then
right?
February 13th, the Super Bowl.
Or as I like to call it, Valentine's Day Eve.
Right. A McDonald's Land commercial starts on the Super Bowl. The McDonald's Land Police Department are searching for the missing characters. Ronald McDonald's wife is in tears at the police station.
He doesn't have a wife.
He does now.
He's a sexless thing.
She wails. He needs his heart medicine.
A bomb threat is called into the Super Bowl.
Listen to me.
But at the end of the bomb threat, you hear, "Robble, robble?"
Pizza.
The Noid shows up.
All of a sudden,
He's got a hard on.
the TV at the police
says no one can avoid the
All of a sudden at the police station, the TV starts booming. Attention, people of McDonald's Land, your mascots are safe for now.
Attention, people of McDonald's Land.
Yeah.
Your mascots are safe for now.
But for the next 12 months, well, not 12, it's going to be 10. Because it's
For the
gonna,
next 12 months. Well, not 12, like 10 months.
they'll be hiding among the shadows as a new star takes the spotlight. For it is I, Dr. McFrankenstein. He has a bulbous red nose, a black crooked mustache. His pupils are two different colors. He's clearly a doctor, but can we trust him?
He's
Clearly a doctor. Look at his eyes.
Look at his nose and his
Yeah,
crooked
he's clearly a doctor.
No mustache could.
This is now. Can I pause? Can I pause the pitch for just a moment? Because this is the pitch, right?
Yeah,
like we're basically the McDonald's
Yeah.
execs.
Yeah,
right?
Macca's
Pretend
execs.
I'm pitching it to execs.
Like we're the execs who are, as far as McDonald's goes in the landscape, I'm going to say McDonald's execs are like two evil levels down from like Philip Morris. You know what I mean?
we just want money, right?
Not Philip Morris. Yeah, Philip Morris
Yeah.
cigarettes. Yeah. I'm going to say two levels down from cigarettes.
Yeah.
So who do you envision like being enticed so far?
This is the whole point, is that
We're creating buzz.
the world the world has fallen out of love with McDonald's. Ray, you said yourself you don't eat McDonald's.
I don't eat fast food.
Right,
It's
there
not
you go.
McDonald's. Like these commercials will not make me go, maybe I do want to get diarrhea. You know what I mean? Maybe I want diarrhea so bad. I want to cramp so hard.
My back is killing me.
but I want it to be from something new.
I want it to be something that confuses and scares me.
Something twisted. That's, you know what, I'm just going to say it.
I want a
something
twisted TM.
twisted.
Delight. A twisted delight. Something to just light my fancies afire. You know?
So the world has fallen out of love with McDonald's.
God, you know what? I'm hungry and scared and a little horny. Where can I go? And then the commercial plays. I'm like, oh, this is my place.
This is it.
Oh,
So,
build a ball pit.
here's
I'm
what
living here.
So what happens? The thing is,
10 months. Yes.
the McDonald's is like, they're desperate.
TikTok.
We want to do something insane to make people talk. We're living in the age of social media.
Huh?
That's you in the pitch room, and all I could picture was Chris Farley.
But we need people talking. I know this is
Tweeting,
I
if
know,
you will.
I know this sounds crazy.
It does.
But if we put these ideas out there, tell me that people wouldn't be talking about them.
People would be talking. People talked about IHOB.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, ooh.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
this is going to be better.
But did
we're
it
gonna stand
translate to
behind.
people going in?
Yes, it did.
No.
It did. IHOP went up 130%.
You made that up.
Yes, you did.
32%, to be more specific.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
There we
dropping.
go.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
All right. He continues after he says, "It is I."
Hold on,
Dr.
he
McFrank-
continues. Let's hear him continue.
And welcome to Dr. McFrankenstein's Year of McMadness.
Well,
Dr.
10 months of McMadness.
Dr. McFrankenstein
Then
begins to
3
laugh.
hospitals explode in New York City.
Dr. McFrankenstein begins to laugh maniacally. The camera slowly pans into his face. We fade to black with scrawled text, McMadness.com. Right?
Okay.
Immediately, all of McDonald's
I hope
related
you already bought
websites.
the domain name.
Yep. All McDonald's related websites and corporate accounts are switched to advertising for Dr. McFrankenstein's Year of McMadness, but they offer so little information.
Yeah, people are trying to find out, like, I think my child is allergic. I just want to check the website
Nothing.
before he
You
gets
got nothing.
allergic.
No.
Yeah, and then you just go to the website and it's like...
Exactly right. It's right. Yeah. All right. All we know is that starting March 1st, every month, the
you didn't
McDonald's
say
the McDonald's menu will be changed to another one of Dr. McFrankenstein's creations.
Do the employees have to wear a dumb fucking hat or some shit?
Are
Are you going to make the employees put on something humiliating?
No, not at all. No.
Is there a note to everybody that they need to look a little scared while they're serving people?
No notes. The McDonald's Corporation admits they have been hemorrhaging money since the film Super Size Me came out.
Ooh.
And McDonald's is open to the new and innovative ideas that Dr. McFrankenstein has.
This is part of the advertising campaign.
No, they do this in real life. They have a press meeting.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. This is part of the campaign that they come out and go, we're being a bad business now. We're losers and we suck.
Listen.
So we're open to hearing what a madman
He's a
took us
doctor.
over.
He's a madman, but look at his face.
we're going to
clearly a doctor. Can we trust him?
we're going to negotiate with terrorists.
That's basically-
Just one terrorist,
That's
really.
basically it.
One
The
terrorist.
The next day they hold a press conference.
Doctor terrorists.
I will say
thank
the
you.
employees of McDonald's they don't have to do anything. They don't have to change their behavior.
Okay.
Are they still allowed to roll their eyes when anybody brings this up?
In the press meeting, all the heads of the corporation have been like, they've been instructed to act as if there's a gun to their heads. just for the PR.
For the campaign, for the TV show campaign.
A lot of buzz.
For commercials.
So much
Lot of buzz.
Okay.
So listen,
a lot
guys.
of buzz in the Homeland Security Office. That's where there's a lot of buzz.
Not only do we want to entice people to your business, your national company
International.
that sells, food to people and also, does try and entice children with Happy Meals and
Right.
has toys and things like that. We want you all to go on television and say you're a failing business,
Okay.
you're terrible, and we want it to look like a hostage video,
Yes.
we may use some ISIS-related imagery to give the people idea, not show it, but maybe somebody's going to get their head cut off.
Will we have to join ISIS, or is it just the?
No,
Oh,
no,
then yeah,
no.
yeah, sure. If it'll, yeah.
Okay.
Because I just sold that idea to Pizza Hut. So.
All right. The McDonald's Corporation admits they've been hemorrhaging money since Super Size Me came out, and McDonald's is open to the new and innovative ideas that Dr. McFrankenstein is going to bring to the table.
Let's hear him out.
But they refuse to answer any questions about who he is and where he comes from.
Okay.
Oh, we met with him, but we won't tell you who he is.
However, they are reportedly open to his bizarre and
If it ends up with Donald McDonald, like it's Ronald's son,
No, you're painting this in a light that I hope is not building it up for people, because a lot of these ideas are not sick or twisted. They're just fun.
it's just fun. It's just fun having a hostage video.
Pretend
with
like
the
you're in a
executive.
hostage video. It's just fun.
It's fun.
Did I say that?
It's a fun thing. Yes, you said
Gun to
it
their
looks like
head.
they have a gun to their head. They're holding up a newspaper, proof of life.
However,
There's one guy already dead.
However, even though they don't know where he's from,
Ear's been sent to his
they
wife.
are reportedly open to his bizarre and possibly customer repelling ideas that will gain traction on social media. And so begins.
Listen, we're gonna do it for the likes.
Yes, that's right.
And so,
We've got an
begins.
Instagram filter.
So begins our year, March 1st.
Thunder.
Right. Menu additions include
Guns.
Nacho Grandpa's quarter pounder. Hold on. You get a
So
quarter
all
pounder.
of that buildup was for fucking Nacho Grandpa's burger.
Why does it hurt so bad?
All of that was for Nacho
Oh,
Grandpa.
I'm not done. No, there's a million menus.
It's just insane. You have this guy like fucking Bane in that last Nolan Batman, like in the stadium.
Like, I will destroy everyone. Nacho Grandpa's burger. It's got chips in it. Please, please. It's got chips.
money.
Listen.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
Nacho Grandpa's quarter pounder. It's a quarter pounder.
Yes.
Served with
Ooh, boring. Make it 3/8 of a pound.
served with a tub of movie theater style nacho cheese for dipping.
Tub? Define tub. Could you put the whole burger in it?
Yeah.
And this is like so they can like not hemorrhage money?
Seems like that's an awful lot of cheese.
Not only that, but they would have to buy and install the nacho cheese warmer thing
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
at the place. Where are they
Okay.
going to put it? The McFlurry machine's taking up
Hold
too
on.
much space as it is.
There's a lot of menu items to get through.
Oh,
That's
boy.
just a thing that spins a spoon.
So this is March. We're adding two things.
Okay.
That's the first one.
Right.
Second one for March.
And it's literally just a quarter pounder, but with nacho cheese.
The tub.
To dip in.
A
Yeah.
giant fucking tub. A
It's as big as a
KFC.
Cool Whip.
A
fucking
KFC
thing.
family-sized bucket full of it.
No. Like a Cool Whip container.
Oh, well, that's perfectly reasonable. A Cool Whip container full of nacho cheese for one
dipping
burger.
your quarter pounder while you're driving.
Yeah.
perhaps.
Just open that.
I spilled it on my lap.
It's like that lady that sued them for
maybe
the
we'll
hot
have
coffee.
the ring of a cup, like a cup holder thing under it, so you can put it on your cup holder.
Of Coke. Yeah.
And you just put your. How are people not just dipping their dicks in that? Honestly,
probably
honestly, how many? How many?
All right, ready?
Room temperature cooled
Second
down.
item.
tubs
Second item
of
on March. Ready?
Skinned. Fuck. It's got that skin on it.
Yeah.
Second
Oh.
item for March.
Second item.
You've heard of
March.
Have you heard of Burger King's chicken fries?
Yes, of
Yes.
course.
You know what they are? Well, we have fry nuggets. And you can only first of all, here's what they are. You ready? They're
Why do you keep saying we? By the way, are you saying we as in
McDonald's.
us, or
McDonald's.
we as in you are part of McDonald's now?
part of McDonald's.
We've accepted
They
this
take
pitch.
French fries, fully formed,
Oh, we're just hearing it out.
smashing them up,
Okay.
and they shape them into the shape of chicken nuggets. Right?
Okay.
Here's the fun thing. You can only get them if you go to Burger King first, you order the chicken fries, and bring them to the window to show us. Then we can sell them to you. That's part of it.
So it
That's
seems-
part of the fun.
Are we just okay? So we're hemorrhaging
So
money.
then you
so
get
we-
them for free.
What? No. You have to order. You still have to pay for them. But that's the
So
only way
you
you can
pay
get
for the chicken fries
at Burger King.
at Burger King, then drive over to
Thus
McDonald's,
boosting their
show it to
sales.
them.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you pay for the
Fried nuggets.
mashed up French fries.
Yes. That way you have fries and chicken.
Bulletproof.
Rising tide lifts
It's bulletproof.
lifts all boats.
Okay, and now here's the other part that I didn't tell you about. We have a separate additional thing to the menu every month.
Uh-huh.
This is a menu. It's a part of the menu called "Get Cultured, You Swine," and we're gonna take. I can't take your fucking.
So in this pitch, it's get cultured, you swine. Like people walk into McDonald's, they've been enticed
By Dr. McFrankenstein's
by the
hostage video.
by their jigsaw video, forcing them into a McDonald's. We'll kill your children if you don't come in.
You're like, all right.
And then they come in, and then they've already gone to the competitor and bought their product, so they can then pay again for your product,
Yep.
right? As a please gimme.
Let me just read the menu
Let's
here.
see.
We've got the
Get
McNuggets. the
cultured,
fries.
you swine.
Is that like? Is that like a Charles Dickens burger? Or
Yeah. Get cultured, you swine.
it's the McNuggets, but they're
Here's food, you fucking pig.
they're sculpted into the shape of Rodin's The Thinker.
God damn. It's just like you also get a pamphlet that runs down all of the world's major religions. So you can get an idea of everything. Like you drive away with a Big Mac, but you're like, hey, the Quran's not actually that bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, the Quran.
Yes.
I was cultured.
Yep.
Now I'm cultured swine.
Yep.
Here's your chicken nuggets, you fuck pig.
This is a good idea. Listen to this one.
All the best pitches in advertising history have had the pitcher saying, "This is a good idea."
That's what it is. Every
Jesus
month,
Christ. April, we kill a child live on television.
every month, we take a McDonald's item.
McDonald's. Take a McDonald's
Take a
item.
McDonald's item from a different part of the country and offer it in the U.S. to
World, different part of the world.
different part of the world to culture our
swine-
American
our swine.
Our
Yeah.
Culture our swine.
Right.
Yeah.
And so the first
Here you
one,
go, you fuck pig.
first one, March.
Finland.
It's a bulgogi burger from South Korea.
Bulgogi?
Yeah. Bulgogi is made of thin marinated slices of beef or pork grilled on a barbecue or on a stovetop griddle. Right?
Sure.
All right.
See? It's covered. It says
Wow, we're learning a lot in this pitch
Well, we learned one
catch my
thing.
breath.
so far.
We've learned a total of, two things.
We've learned quite a bit about Chuck.
One,
I'll say that.
bulgogi.
Yeah.
Two, we've had multiple. What we've learned about Chuck right now is equal to multiple appointments with a child psychologist.
I can't tell you about April.
But you can.
It's April Fool's. You can
Yeah, you get.
How could we like it less than what we've already heard?
Oh, you mean this one's gonna be a mean trick?
Oh shit!
So how about this, Chuck? Chuck, you do me a favor. You pick up your shovel and you keep digging, buddy.
Oh fuck me!
No, I want you to tell me this first.
All right, April 1st. As an April Fool's joke,
Okay.
McDonald's will be exclusively serving hot dogs all month. If you intend,
No.
hold on. If you
They've done away with their entire fucking menu, and then people come in there like, I want a Big Mac from McDonald's, and then because of this ad campaign to bring people in to buy Big Macs at McDonald's, they're like, "Fuck you, pig!
No,
You get
listen.
a hot dog or nothing."
They serve hot dogs all month, and if you attempt to order a burger, the employees are instructed to ignore you like you're a ghost that they can't see. Watch now, Ray.
You've gone beyond, like you went beyond an ad campaign at
This
the
is-
beginning.
this is
now we're
McMadness.
into.
Watch, come here. I'm in McDonald's. You order a burger.
I'm
right?
not coming over there.
Come here.
No.
Come here.
No. Stop saying come here. Don't start sentences with come here.
All right. You pretend.
All right. I'll take.
We've gone so far away from normal.
I'll take
it's
a quarter-
madness. It's
Hold on, Brad's gonna do it.
just Chuck's like fucking imagination, and then we're forced to hear his weird wet dream, and it's insane.
I'll take 1 quarter pounder with cheese.
Hold on. Go
Okay,
back. Go
yes,
back.
yeah,
Okay.
Hello, welcome to McDonald's.
Yeah, I'll take a quarter pounder with cheese.
Sir, hello?
Yeah.
anyone there?
Sorry, I said a quarter pounder with cheese.
Remember when I asked you if you were going to make the employees do anything humiliating?
No, you said dress.
So, oh yeah, sorry. No, they have to act this out.
Hot dog types include Chicago dog.
Can I be a person here?
Yeah.
Okay. So like
Hello?
ring a ding because the door opened.
Hello, welcome to McDonald's.
Hi, can I get a number 3, please?
Yes. But it's different.
What do you mean?
It's just what hot dog do you want?
I don't want to. I just want a number.
Excuse me, sir,
3.
can you see me? Am I a ghost?
Excuse me. I just want a number 3. What is a number 3 at McDonald's? I don't know.
Let's just say it's two
Two
cheeseburgers.
cheeseburgers.
2 cheeseburgers. All right. Yeah. I just want 2 cheeseburgers. I have.
Hello? Is anyone there?
I just want the
Is
2
anyone
cheeseburgers.
Hello?
Yeah.
Manager?
Hey, am I at McDonald's?
Hello?
You know this only ends in violence, right? Like this only ends in like employees getting hurt, right?
I think Ray just spit on Chuck.
Let me tell you the hot
I'm
dog
gonna be
type.
on YouTube.
You might change your tune when you hear the hot dog types.
Oh, here we go.
I brought my son in to get a 4-piece McNugget Happy Meal.
That's all he's wanted for a long time.
And
I told
now
him
he
could get it.
thinks he's dead.
Yeah.
Hot dog types include a
He keeps
Chicago
asking,
dog.
"Am I a ghost?"
Is a Chicago dog?
Yeah, okay. Well,
I
that sounds
like.
good.
You know what? I was in Chicago doing shows, and I ate Chicago hot dogs. Oh, I like them. Chicago pizza can get fucked.
So
right
now you're
right in the face.
now you're thinking the McMadness. Not
no,
so
no,
bad.
no. Here's the difference. I would not get a McDonald's Chicago hot dog. You know what I mean? There's no way that's delicious.
Second choice is a Big Mac dog, Big Mac toppings.
Makes sense, yeah.
And third,
I mean,
is
that's obvious, yeah.
Third is the Frankensteiner. Ready for this? 1/3 hot dog, 1/3 sausage, and 1/3 kielbasa.
How do they do it?
They just
Is it 3 miniature?
yeah.
Is it,
Meat
or is it
nuggets?
one
Okay.
tube?
Okay.
It's just 3 miniatures.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
In April, on 4/20, you have to hit a weed vape pen a half an hour before you order.
How do they know?
You gotta do it in front of us.
Oh, so
A half an hour before you order?
You're just gonna chill
You got
out.
to go in a half hour
you gotta chill
earlier
out. Yep. And
then just sit in the parking lot?
For April's Get Cultured You Swine, we have from McDonald's Egypt, the McFalafel. A tortilla stuffed with 3 pieces of falafel, tomato, lettuce, onion, and pickles, topped with some tahini sauce.
sounds
good,
like something
right?
somebody else would enjoy.
Would you guys at least admit that if McDonald's did a monthly thing where they said we're going to do a menu item from another country, that's kind of good. That'd be good.
Yeah, that would be enticing. If I ate fast food, I would
Right.
be interested by
Whoa,
that.
whoa,
Yeah.
But what if they called it Get Cultured You Swine?
No, and also if they made me like do crazy shit to get it, I'd
Yeah.
be like, no.
All right, ready?
I'm all set. I'm just gonna go.
You ready for May?
Pizza Hut.
Yes, of
May.
course. I'm ready for May.
May,
Mother's Day. You have to murder your mother.
2 things. A Dub Mac, which is a double Big Mac. And we all know that Big Macs have 2 patties of beef
Yep.
and 3 breads.
Yep.
So this one has 4 patties with 6 breads.
Wow.
And then you have the Trip Mac.
Which is
6 patties and 9 breads.
Wow.
9 bread buns. And then also, this month, all fries will be served baked to encourage healthy eating.
good.
Right?
Good thinking.
Good?
Sure.
Get Cultured You Swine.
Yes, please.
The Big Brekkie Beef Burger from McDonald's New Zealand. Bacon, a freshly cracked free-range egg, which sounds a lot like that
They'll
suggestion.
never do
Yep.
it. They'll never do it.
Cheese and a hash brown in the middle, along with some barbecue sauce on top.
I would eat that. That's Dr. McFrankenstein's
Big
best
bricky.
idea yet.
Yes.
It's a
Which is a big bricky.
June 1st,
Bricky.
to promote summer beach bodies.
Look at all these eggs. I've got all these eggs.
Brit Jermaine.
To promote summer beach bodies,
Uh-huh.
you have to come in dressed in only a bathing suit.
Oh, good.
And the employees have to order for you based
no.
on what they think you should be eating.
Question: have you ever been in a McDonald's?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be filled with bathing suits.
What about all the elderly that are drinking boiling hot coffee in the
For
morning?
1 month. 1 month. 1
Hello.
month.
I mean, I guess we can do it for 1
I
month.
don't even have a bathing
You
suit.
can wear your underwear.
I haven't had a bathing suit since I had a uterus.
And the other things,
Morris used to like me in
because of
my
the,
bathing
because
suit.
of the bathing suit idea, we're bringing back salad shakers.
Uh-huh.
You know, they have
Yeah, that
grilled
makes sense.
chicken,
Yep.
chicken, tomatoes.
Yeah, you
But-
definitely want
I
to see.
just want a hot coffee.
And we're adding in pie shakers, pie crust, vanilla ice cream, and then your choice of pie filling. You can have one of each.
mix them up.
Get Cultured You Swine. The Nordic chicken salad at McDonald's Finland features chicken, cabbage, lentils, and kale.
From where?
It says Nordic.
Nordic. So is it
Norway, yeah.
But it could easily be somewhere else that calls it Nordic,
That's true.
right?
Yeah.
Lentils.
July 1st.
All right.
Uncle Sam's Delight.
Brad's birthday month. What
Yeah.
do we got cooking up for Brad?
every piece of every burger, meaning bun, patty, pickles, lettuce, tomato, everything is dyed bright blue. Just bright blue.
It's bright blue.
The most appetizing color.
And then fries and all sides are dyed bright red.
Okay.
Right? Drinks. We didn't find a way.
Everybody's mouths. Everybody's mouths. Just
red.
blue and
We
red
didn't find
and
a way.
purple. It would be purple.
We didn't find a way to dye the drinks white, so we're only serving milk all throughout July. You have your choice between whole milk, heavy cream, and then just a cup of whipped cream.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, of course. Of course. This is very patriotic.
That's right.
This just it all just like careened off a cliff of even remotely like, yeah, this is a thing.
Well, it's
you know what I mean?
McMadness.
Twisted. Oh my god! But like you posited this like I have a really fun idea. It's an advertising campaign,
Yes.
and I understand it's gonna get wacky.
Yeah, oh,
but
yeah.
you jettisoned reality so fast. We're in goddamn July. Not even a full pregnancy has happened, and
Right.
you're just like, by the way, when you come in now, we're putting a gold doubloon in every quarter pounder, but there's glass in the potatoes.
No. Get Cultured Juice Wine July.
For this one, if you want a Big Mac, you have to go and physically assault someone at an Arby's.
Okay.
I love Arby's.
McDonald's
So
locations
it's
in
the police
China.
report.
McDonald's locations in China and Hong Kong have offered a neon-colored alternative to its famous apple pie. This pie is deep fried and filled with taro, a root vegetable popular in Asian cuisine. So that's your your Get Cultured. Your
Show.
August. This one's simpler for Ray. We're starting a partnership with the Crunch Cup. Remember they sent us one?
I do. A Crunch Cup.
Crunch Cup is like
The Crunch Cup.
the Crunch Cup is a big cup, and if you put milk in it, and then in the top you fill like a little bowl with cereal.
Yeah.
And you drink and you eat the cereal at the same time, so the cereal never gets soggy. You know?
Okay.
And it's the milkshake and the French fries.
It sounds like a solution to a problem nobody.
Well, we partnership with the Crunch Cup, and that's what we're doing.
Okay.
So you can have milkshakes with your fries, much like Stu wrote in, actually. And Get Cultured Juice Wine. At McDonald's location in the Philippines, you can order the mixed spaghetti, a dish of al dente spaghetti served with tomato sauce, shredded cheese, and pieces of sausage.
At this point, like I think I feel like even if we were just doing just the normal thing of like they're gonna do different dishes from different regions.
Yes.
I feel like the spaghetti one, it's like it's
still
literally
too
just
much.
spaghetti.
Yeah,
It's just spaghetti.
Of course.
And it's nothing recognizable to McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
So you gotta stick with like stuff that's like off the path of it,
Yeah.
but not a whole
think it's
different
too
thing.
much?
Yeah, I think spaghetti's too much.
Yeah.
I'm on the.
How about this? Why don't they bring back the pizza they did for a little while?
There you
true.
go, make pizza. That'd be good.
See?
That could be a retro month, throwback month.
Throwback month.
Oh,
Madness.
See? Now
Oh,
you're getting
Ray's
into
on board,
McMadness.
yeah.
He loves this. September 1st.
Okay.
You said that like I just ate checks. Or
Return-
no, Life cereal.
Yeah.
Sorry, Life.
September 1st, return of the supersize. All cups say fuck Morgan Spurlock.
Right.
Right? Just to shove it in Morgan Spurlock's stupid face and jizz on his mustache. Not only are we bringing back the super size, but for 1 month, we're offering the super duper size.
Oh, good.
Everything, every super size is doubled.
It's a 10-gallon bucket
Just-
filled with chum.
just one.
And it just says, "Eat it, you swine." Right?
So Get Cultured Juice
It
Wine.
comes with a big spatula.
I like
and
that-
It's a bucket that you can stir up and mush together. And they give you your big ass soda
Yep.
so you can then pour it on yourself. Pour it in the bucket
Yes.
yourself,
Yes.
right? Then you mush it up and you eat it.
And yes, and
you
it's
eat
just
your food
yeah.
paste.
I just like that the unhealthy thing is the size of the food and not the vat of cheese to dip your quarter pounder in
Nay.
from 6 months previous.
If I'm being honest about the cheese,
I just
vat,
found a vat under my passenger seat.
the cheese vat. I think people are going to just dip a couple things in there. So it's not just for they're going to dip their fries, other burgers.
Their penis.
Get Cultured Juice Wine.
Somebody else's penis.
This month is India's Maharaja Mac,
Yes.
made with a chicken patty. It's familiar to a Big Mac, but with a leaner patty and a healthy heaping of vegetables, including red onions and tomatoes.
Yes.
See, that sounds delicious.
Right?
Makes sense. Beef would not be served. Yeah.
October
Correct,
1st, we're replacing Happy Meals
Oh boy.
with horror
With sad meals.
No,
Oh,
horror
meals. Oh, good. Every kid, every 7-year-old is just like, oh, you know what I want? I want a Michael Myers horror
Every
meal.
toy is a detailed depiction of a famous murder. Number one, Johnny Depp in Nightmare on Elm Street, and he's on the ceiling.
Oh, at least they're
I
fictional
thought-
murders.
yeah,
Okay.
Come on, you
Yeah,
got to go
movie-
with real
movie
ones.
murders.
I want Black Dahlia, motherfucker.
2 is
Lizzie Borden.
Ooh,
Drew Barrymore hanging from the tree in the beginning of Scream.
and these are for children.
3 is Chucky in the fire from Child's Play.
Yeah, 4-year-olds. 4-year-olds are
Well,
going to
you,
get
you
this.
don't have to be a child to get a
4
horror meal.
4 is Cary Elwes cutting off his own leg in Saw.
You don't have to be.
And
But you're
5,
supposed to.
Yes.
5, the rarest horror meal toy. It's a never before seen
For the
murder,
collectors.
right? It's Gwyneth Paltrow's head in the box from the end
Oh,
of
of
7.
course, yeah.
And this toy is directed by David Fincher.
Good.
Wait, the toys match the actual thing.
It never showed it in the movie.
No. The toys match the murders that you're talking about.
Yes, but they never showed this one in the movie. So
No, I understand that.
Okay.
I'm just getting
Yes, yes.
because that's the first time you mentioned the toy. I thought these were just like
I said
images.
every toy is a detailed depiction.
Oh,
of
I'm
the thing.
sorry. I took it as images. I apologize. I'm
all right.
stupid and a fool.
And after when you get the box, there's a button in the back. If you press it, then you hear Morgan Freeman say, "John Doe has the upper hand." It's pretty good.
It's very good.
You gotta get Morgan Freeman in on this then.
Yeah.
What did I say?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
You got to
Sorry.
get him. You got to throw out Morgan
No,
money.
he's
You need Morgan money.
he was one of the original backers of the year of McMadness.
Yeah, I think he auditioned to play.
Oh, we're making up like who was like initially down to do this thing.
Get Cultured Juice Wine for
Damn.
October.
Why not make it the CEO of Burger King?
Originally an Indonesian
And
variation.
they just
of,
they turn all of the Burger Kings into pop-up McDonald's.
Yeah.
I think Burger King would be behind Chuck's plan.
Oh yeah, they'd be like, absolutely. What can we do
McDonald's
to
should
help?
do this. Yeah.
What can we do?
We'll sell our chicken fries at a discount that month.
Oh yeah, half off.
This is called the Boober AM McD. This Cultured Juice Wine. This Get Cultured Juice Wine.
Uber AM McD.
Originally an Indonesian variation of congee, a rice porridge common in East Asian cuisine, McDonald's introduced its own version for Malaysian customers. Chicken strips, ginger, onion, and chilies add to the porridge for a combination of flavor and textures.
I do not want porridge. I do not want a porridge. I don't want
There's
a
only
porridge.
2 months left in the year
I
of
don't want a
McMadness.
porridge from a drive-through facility.
November 1st.
This is too hot.
Excuse me. Do you have any hot, wet goop?
All right, so November 1st,
I want hot, wet goop.
we have a specialty burger and a
boy.
menu
I want it
change.
to be heavy. I want to feel the weight in my hand when I hold the hot, wet goop.
November
too
1st.
cold.
First thing, new burger, the Quad Mac. 12 buns and 8 patties.
Good.
You ran out of ideas, Chuck. This one, it's like that, but it's like bigger than
And then
that big one.
You're gonna really change your tune on this.
Why not just call it the biggest Mac?
Ready for this? Instead of chicken nuggets, turkey nuggets
Makes sense.
served with a gravy
To
instead
dip
of a
in.
dipping sauce,
Yep.
and you have sweet potato fries.
Okay.
And we replace the apple pie with pumpkin pie.
All right.
They already do that.
Just that part. The other-
So they like my idea. Basically.
yeah, basically.
Turkey milkshakes.
They're just cowards.
Get Cultured Juice Wine.
Cranberry milkshake.
Get Cultured Juice Wine for November. A fixture of Canadian culture, poutine is one of the most iconic dishes to hail from North America.
Ooh, boy.
The McDonald's version combines its signature fries with gravy and cheese curds.
All right. I mean, there's already gravy here in our turkey nuggets.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Too much gravy.
That's why I decided to do that, because I'm cost saving.
Yes.
Too much gravy. I'm going to Sonic.
You're cost saving. How much
They
did you spend
don't
on
murder people.
How much did I save on what?
Morgan Freeman?
You did it for free. All right. Here's the
I did it for gravy.
So December 1st, I know you guys feel like maybe I left you out. So December is open for us to come up with a month of
he
McMadness.
did run out of ideas. I said,
Quit,
you ran
Mac.
out. And now you're like, this one's like a fun grab bag, guys. No
So,
bad
The
ideas.
final month of McMadness.
How
What do
about
we
this?
put on the
Every
menu
burger,
for Christmas?
Every burger, instead of the old wrapper, comes with a written apology from Chuck. He has to write every single one by hand.
I got it. I got McMadness. What you do is when somebody comes up and orders chicken nuggets, the McDonald's employee has to drive to the nearest Chick-fil-A, get a box of nuggets, and then shake them out into a McDonald's box, and then throw the Chick-fil-A box away, maybe out the window, maybe litter, and then drive it back. So you're just giving people Chick-fil-A nuggets
How about this?
when they order.
I think that's a great idea.
Thank you.
And part of it is going to be we're going to give out Chick-fil-A nuggets all month.
Yep.
And we're going to see how people respond. And if we get an overwhelmingly positive response, then McDonald's is going to change their nuggets to be
Oh,
of
nugget
the
recipe.
quality of Chick-fil-A.
Yep.
So this is holding McDonald's feet to the fire. You need to increase your nugget quality.
If you guys have the balls to do this. Now, I know you went on board with everything else. This one's the big ask.
So Ray, what do you got? McMadness.
Okay, so
Ooh, mistletoe milkshakes.
Oh, there you go.
There you go,
Now
yeah.
you're thinking. There you
Mistletoe's
go.
poisonous, right?
Well, we're not going to use real mistletoe.
yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we devenomize.
We'll do mistletoe flavor.
Oh, then yes.
You know, the famous
We
flavor.
will use
Yeah.
devenomized mistletoe.
You're typing this like this is going out. Like this is a press release.
Also, venom is wrong. Venom is an animal that.
Yep. All right. So what do you got, Ray?
Okay.
It's Christmas.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say
First of all employees cannot lie to customers about closing time.
they. How about this? Every McDonald's must provide printing services. How about we have one where we guarantee in the month of December we guarantee the bathrooms are clean and not wet.
Oh, I like
so
that.
dry, clean
For
bathrooms.
1 month.
1 month
Guaran-
only.
For 1 month, we
I'm
offer
talking,
clean bathrooms.
I'm talking January 1st at 12:01 a.m.
We're
That
wet
shit
everywhere.
is filthy and wet as hell. Right?
We offer clean bathrooms.
How about
You know what? I want to see celebrity chefs. But,
Oh,
but
yeah.
not like people who are famous for being chefs. Not like Wolfgang Puck.
Yeah.
No.
Get me Paula Abdul.
Here's what we
Yeah.
get. We're
Give
gonna
me a Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Here's what
Yes.
we're gonna get. We're gonna get 100 celebrity chefs like that of all these different
Yeah.
styles. They're gonna show up, each of them at 5 different McDonald's across the country.
Wow.
So you got 500 McDonald's are gonna get a celebrity chef.
So
for
it's
one
possible
night.
that
Yeah.
Mike Tyson makes my Big Mac.
Yeah.
Ironically,
Here's the thing though, they can't ever. You can't ever know.
no, you have to eat it and then you find out.
Yes.
And surprisingly, 90% of them are actually going to be made by Frankie Muniz. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird?
All
And
right.
then every time he points to the middle piece of bread in the Big Mac, and
Yeah.
he's like,
How
you
about
know,
this?
it's because it's like
The show I was on.
he won't say it, but he keeps like, you know, the middle piece of bread. You know, it's like, you know what I call it? You know what I call that piece of bread? That the middle one. Hi, I'm Frankie
do you-
Muniz. You know, what do I
Are you the race car
if
driver?
you had a name for that piece of bread, like what would you call that piece? The one in the middle.
I
What
don't
would you
know.
call that bread?
Something with an M because I want it to be alliterative, like Morris. Morris in the middle.
Close.
And then he just goes back to the kitchen.
And also,
Muniz in the middle, of course.
how about this? The
How about
celebrity
this?
chefs.
They're going to bring back the Shamrock Shake in December
Oh,
All
because it's green.
get cultured, you swine. The Irish people are around 12 months a year.
Yeah.
That is one thing where I'm like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a pretty good thing, you know?
All right. So celebrity chefs. How about this?
Oh, and they also nationally apologize for the concept of a McFlurry.
How about this? Celebrity chefs, whenever they come to a McDonald's, not only are they there for that night,
You can kiss them.
all the money they make that night
Kiss them.
goes to charity
Okay.
for the celebrity chef night.
Oh, I got Jamie Lynn Spears.
That's all right.
Ooh.
Charity night.
I was hoping for.
And it turns
Now,
out she wasn't
I'll say
cooking.
I like the ideas. I like
Somebody
the
else was cooking and she was taking the credit.
I like the celebrities. Can we have half good celebrities and half bad celebrities? Like
What's a bad celebrity?
like
O.J. Simpson?
like BTK or whoever you.
That's not a celebrity.
well, I mean,
How about William Cosby Senior the Third Junior?
yeah, we'll have hero
Nice.
celebs and villain celebs.
Okay.
and you don't know who
Villain celebs. Imagine selling that to some poor bastard that hasn't had a good run for a couple years. And it's like, oh, McDonald's wants you for a thing. McDonald's? You're going to be cooking all day. Oh, God. What is it, like a charity thing? Yes. Okay, so I can attach my name with other celebrities? Yes.
Well, here's the thing about
That's you're one of the villain celebrities.
fill-in celebrities. Like I'm filling in for
Well,
someone.
technically, yes, because you are very low on the list, but you're a villain celebrity. You know, all those famous villain celebrities.
Yeah,
that
do I
people
like
have.
look angry when I'm
No, it's
flipping
just
the
bad
McGriddles?
people.
Oh,
just
okay.
bad people. My partner here, Chuck, my managing partner here, he knows all the villain celebrities. He's got a big long list because he's the one that came up with the idea of villain celebrities. So obviously, he's got at least. I'm going to say 5 right off the top of his head that he's gonna say right now.
He's- 5
and we're
villain
not going to move
celebrities
on
right now.
until he names 5 clearly, agreeably villainous celebrities.
I've got one.
Hold on. I have a question. So
I've got 2.
You think? What do you say? No murderers?
no murderers. I think that's fair.
Why? Those are the
Fine,
first-
fine. Villainous celebrity murderers.
Okay.
And if you Googled fucking celebrity murderers,
I didn't.
Why are you looking at your computer?
I'm looking at something else.
Yeah, okay.
I'm really not. BTK.
No. You can pick celebrities who have killed, but not people that are known killers.
They have to be celebrities.
You can't just.
Then hold on. Let me get this straight.
You can't be like
celebrities.
Adolf Hitler.
Well, he's not alive.
He's a villainous celebrity.
So it has to be a person who came but a celebrity. Then they killed someone. It can't be a person that killed someone.
They don't necessarily
Like-
have to have killed. Bonus points
How
if
about
they
this?
didn't kill, but we agree is villainous.
How about this? Casey Anthony.
Like, no, she
Why
was not a celebrity.
She is now.
No,
She is a villain.
But we said, like, when you said BTK, I'm like, no, it can't be someone who is known for the killing that they did, allegedly. I just have to throw that out there. I don't want to be. Yeah, I don't want. Ooh.
The Anthony
That's
estate.
harder. I thought we could bring in murderers to the table.
How about Martin Shkreli?
yeah,
The,
Martin Shkreli.
He's only famous for being
but not a murderer.
a capital CUNT,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He is no, he's not a murderer. But I'm saying they can't be famous for being shitty. That's too easy. We're talking villainous celebrity,
Okay. Let me
not
think.
a celebrity villain. A villainous celebrity.
So Cosby is up there.
Cosby, take that's a free one. That's a gimme. Cosby's like the Magneto
Cosby.
of villainous celebrity.
Cosby. Harvey Weinstein.
No.
Remember pitching it to cook food for me.
Bill Cosby. He's not even going to be able to see
They're
anything.
both blind.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
both blind.
Yeah,
Weinstein's blind too.
Oh man.
Okay, Cosby.
No, Cosby. I'm not going to accept Weinstein.
Weinstein?
No,
Oh, geez.
because that's like saying Bill Gates. He's not a celebrity. He's like a famously known business person.
Oh, you're really limiting me here.
That,
No
that
murderers.
took out some of mine. A whole family that used to live in Washington D.C. You could pick 5 people from that family, and put them up there. But
Trump would do it.
he was
Trump would
he
do
was
it.
a celebrity first.
Celebrity first.
He loves McDonald's.
He's a villain.
Somebody else would
Give me
cook the-
Trump.
I'll allow it.
All right.
Yeah.
Somebody
You
else-
got
Cosby,
two.
Cosby and Trump.
Oh, what a fucking who's who. What a who's who.
villainous celebrity.
Can you just imagine a secret headquarters with a big round table and these people sitting at it? So
Yes.
far, we only have 2 at the table. We have many chairs
Who
open,
else?
but we need to fill at least 3 more. Otherwise, it'll look weird.
Who else is a good villain celebrity?
That's what we're asking you. Stop helping,
I'm
Brad.
just trying to. I'm thinking of the world of music.
You threw out this insane. You can't have her.
Don't get it. All right. Someone who murdered.
It's very simple. They have to have been a celebrity first, then did a horrible, no good, very bad thing.
Oh well, hold on. Let me think. Someone else must have done this shit.
I mean, there's an easy one.
What's that?
Still fairly
Fresh?
relevant because it was in the news, but he wasn't relevant when it happened, but still technically celebrity.
Matthew Broderick.
No, he's not a villain. He's a victim of his own circumstance too.
Okay.
That was an accident. He didn't do anything.
I know.
intentional.
It's Hulk Hogan's son, Nick Hogan.
What did he do?
He killed someone by accident,
car accident.
but like he was going like 1,000,000 miles an hour.
I mean, manslaughter. Are we going to do that?
It's not enough of a villain.
That's not enough of.
It'd
a
be
villain.
cool if Hulk Hogan was a nearby hero, and then they.
Well, I mean, if
together.
the Iron Sheik was the nearby villain,
That would be great. Yeah.
Is he a villain?
Okay, I'll give you a third.
Give me a third.
Phil Spector.
Phil
thought
Spector.
about that.
He's
Yeah.
good. Jimmy Snuka killed his wife, but he's dead.
yeah.
Damn. Isn't there? What do you say about Tommy Lee?
Not a villain.
Okay.
What
Why?
about
Why? Because he gave her Hep C.
Because he just didn't he beat her up a bunch of times?
Did he? Oh, I don't know.
Ooh, Chris Brown.
Chris Brown. He's in.
He's a villainous
I
celebrity.
guess he's a villain. Yeah.
Well, he's not a hero.
He's
No,
not a
no.
hero.
Well, there's, it's not either or. You know what I mean?
No.
That's like saying you are either a villain or a
We
hero.
already got a fucking dream team.
We've only have 4. We need 5.
You need one more.
Also, who's having this dream? Dr. McFrankenstein?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And we all know who that is.
Okay, come on.
It's Chuck. I'm sure your oh god, Chewbies, your Chewbies are screaming at their
Yeah, they
fucking
must
phones
know. It
or
must know.
whatever right now.
Chewbies,
like this
write
person,
me.
this person.
I call on the power of the Chewbies. Write me. TuckerBrad@gmail.com.
Why are you holding your fist in the air? What's that ring?
Come on, there's going to be a terrible guy that we're forgetting about.
Or girl.
Our girl.
It's true.
Huh?
Women aren't usually as terrible as guys, though.
That's not what you tell me when you call me all the time.
Yes.
Gee, that was mean to me.
Let me think. Come on,
Said
come
I
on.
spit on her.
Isn't there one
This
more?
woman said it was the store hours at this Office Depot.
No, I don't
was not what they had on the door.
I'm
Sports.
sorry.
What about sports?
Oh, come on.
I mean,
It's too
what
easy.
you can do? Oh, Ray Lewis.
Yeah,
Come on,
exactly.
you
Well,
know?
yeah, there's a lot of
Come
sports.
on. Sports is too
That
easy.
is
Obstruction
fifth,
of
though.
justice.
I mean,
That's like saying the Patriots guy. You know what I mean?
Which Patriots?
The
guy?
Moiterer.
Oh yeah. Well, he's dead too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's dead too.
he did.
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because I don't know. If I'm running this, if I'm Dr. McFrankenstein, I'm letting Casey Anthony be part of the villains team.
That's so dumb because then it's just like whoever has been famous for
But
murder.
She is famous, though. That's okay. It's just celebrity villains. They're celebrities and villains.
I'd rather have Octomom in there.
Octomom. Is she a bad guy?
I think she was a little.
I mean, not
little
physically,
kooky.
I guess.
Yeah.
But
All
like
right.
the idea.
Well,
of her.
well, this will be in the maybe pile.
Okay, fine.
And so
I
what?
guess.
Oh, I can't think of another villain. I mean, I don't know if people would like the villains.
Then we need to put like Bolsonaro in there and shit. Like there's so many political people that could just go in there.
That's true.
Yeah. So anyway, what
Almost
else?
a whole party.
What else for Christmas?
For sure, yeah.
We're ignoring Christmas though.
Just Ted Cruz cooking up burgers. You know, Biden wants to take these away.
Yeah.
All we
Sorry,
have is,
this isn't a political podcast.
all we have is mistletoe milkshake so far with devenomized mistletoe.
Okay,
So
again,
what do we
We
want for?
ran out of ideas.
No. We can.
No. How about this for December? They just
Reindeer.
take the whole time off. They
Reindeer.
just take the whole month off.
Paid
All
leave.
McDonald's are closed.
Paid leave.
And here's why it's a good advertising campaign. Because it will make people remember that they miss it. They'll miss it
How
when
about
it's
this?
gone.
I got it.
Absence makes the heart reduce its fat intake, but it also makes it grow fonder.
Ready for this?
Yes, I am barely
I got it.
good.
Rudolph burger,
Oh boy.
venison.
Uh-huh.
On the box, little antlers.
Yep.
And on the front, a little nose
Yep.
that lights up and blinks.
So you want
children
kids to
to
think
eat
they're eating
Rudolph.
Rudolph. Yeah.
You don't have to put it like that. You don't have to look at me like that.
Is that our swine
How
culture
about,
moment?
how about a Grinch?
Yeah.
A Grinch themed one. It's
Okay.
got the furry green box.
yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah. You know
And
what?
the burger.
Furry green burger.
Well, the burger should be like the roast beast.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. But the bun can be green.
Yes.
You put some red ketchup on it. It's very Christmas.
There you go.
Right?
There you go. It's the roast beast burger.
Yeah.
And every employee
And
has
tater
to
tots instead of fries that year.
Whoa.
Or that month.
You're just putting in stuff you
bravo,
like. You
bravo.
just like that. And then every employee has to dress and act like the Grinch. So it's very hard to get to take your order.
No.
There's only one Grinch. They have to dress like the Who's.
Jim Carrey shows up. No.
I like that.
And everybody's like, we didn't even ask him to do this. He wasn't
right.
even a part of it.
All right, so here's what it is. Chick-fil-A nuggets all month. And we're taking comments. Mistletoe milkshakes with devenomized mistletoe.
Again, not venom.
Shamrock milkshakes just because people love a shamrock. Celebrity villains, celebrity heroes. Still figuring out the rules of who's going to be a villain.
Yeah, and everybody wants murderers making their food.
Give me tot, mom.
Somebody in shackles.
What month?
Cooking.
Christmas is the time of forgiveness.
And then you just look over and you see Bill Cosby winking at you with one milky dead eye. Oh my God.
Hold on.
Oh, if you only knew what these eyes saw.
Well, if you're not here for our celebrity villains, you're going to love our roast beast burgers. Thanks
See, that's
to
a
Ray.
decent sell because it's just a fucking burger. You made the bun green and you put some ketchup on it.
Yeah.
It's a decent sell. And then I'm going with the tater tots.
Yeah,
if
tater
they
tots.
introduced tater tots, I think that would legitimately be a fast food game changer for
Yes.
right now.
Yep. And then the get
Sonic does it. I know you just mouthed it like Sonic. It was Sonic. But I know, but that's not as national. I mean,
Yeah.
there's just not as many of
Right.
them, you know? So the idea of McDonald's being like, oh yeah, by the way, fuck you, we do tater
We're gonna
tots.
do tots now. Yeah.
You know?
So, and then get cultured use wine for Christmas is McDonald's patrons in Denmark and Sweden can order a Toblerone McFlurry.
Oh.
So that combines the iconic nougat and honey flavored triangular chocolate bar with whipped cream, with whipped vanilla soft serve ice cream.
How about this?
So that's it.
And for New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
secretly, McDonald's bought a Burger King that was for sale. They bought the Burger King.
Yes.
And for New Year's Eve, they are going to blow
Burn
up.
it down. Yeah.
Blow it up. They're going to blow up
and you know
that
who's
Burger
going to
King.
be inside there?
The villains.
Dr.
No,
McFrankenstein.
well, here's my question.
Oh, no,
Here's my
no.
question. You wrapped it up like it's over.
Yes.
You never, ever wrapped up what the fuck's going on
With the
with
McDonald's land
Dr.
character?
McFrankenstein and the McDonald land fucking people.
He kidnapped
You
them.
said we don't know who he is. They won't release his information. Like it's going to be a twist ending. Like it's fucking Casey Affleck or some shit.
right.
And then at the end, you're just like, and that's it. Like everybody's going to forget. Where are the characters?
Here's my plan.
Who is McFrankenstein?
I didn't want to get into this today. We're just not go down this road.
You dragged me down the road.
This next part, starting January 1st, 2023, all McDonald's are just becoming McFrankenstein's. Okay. And going forward,
Well, we're done.
constant McMadness. But but the thing is, the year of McMadness, and this is how it's done in the corporate world, you guys. We're gonna see what people think. Is this gaining traction on social media?
No.
Are people buying and eating?
No.
Do they
No.
love the villain
No.
chefs? Do they, are they happy being
No.
treated as a ghost?
Do
when
you
they
know
open
that there were
hamburgers in
some
March?
Burger Kings that were selling on their dollar menu? Because they did like mozzarella sticks.
Yes.
They did chicken fries.
Sure.
And sometimes they would sell like tacos.
Yeah, I know.
You know, which was just a half a patty
Yeah, I know.
stuck in this thing. What you've done is you've made a hours-long podcast pitching essentially Burger King tacos.
A lot funnier than that.
But who was he? If you had this whole plan, like clearly there has to be a reveal.
So
and then it's John Hamm at the end, and everybody's
it's
like,
not
"What
a
the
reveal.
fuck?"
He's a new character. So he's basically saying, like, think of this as like Ronald McDonald was Loki, and Dr. McFrankenstein is Thanos, and he's like, "Oh, you think you've seen bad?"
Ronald McDonald was bad.
I mean, you think you've seen. Well,
You think you've seen a thing?
you think-
I'm a bad thing.
a bigger thing. He's just a new character.
Okay.
And he kidnapped everyone to say,
Yeah.
"Here I am."
Where
But
are
here's-
they?
But here's what's going.
Where are they?
He has a lab. They're in the lab.
Wait, do they come back?
Here's how the world
Do they
works.
come back?
You don't know how it works.
Do they come back? Are they twisted amalgams of each other? Is it Ronald McDonald on Grimace's lower half?
No, Grimace and Birdie had a child.
Okay, how about this?
And that is Dr. McFrankenstein. This purple bird fuck.
How about this?
Just like, I'm a freak, god damn it.
All through the month
I
of the
love
Dr.
eating myself.
Here's the thing. We're gonna read the stats. We're gonna look at the numbers and listen.
Do they
depending on-
assassinate on television the McNugget buddies if they go over to the fucking Chick-fil-A nuggets?
No, listen.
Do
At
they
the end of
shoot them on
We look
television
at all the
and
numbers
ranch
for the
comes
years,
out?
and at the end of the year, maybe this makes McDonald's stock tank. Maybe people stop going. Maybe people think
For sure, yeah.
Maybe.
creeped out.
Oh yeah, you know what's going to happen?
Let me finish my fucking sentence.
No, yeah. You know what's going to happen? Executives are going to leap from the windows of their high offices
listen.
and plummet to the bottom of Earth. And on their way down, they will be screaming, "We should have done Monopoly."
So, well, you don't want to hear about McMonopoly. But listen, so at the end of the year, they look at all the numbers. How did it do? If it did poorly,
Gentlemen, it's been an honor.
the regular regular McDonald's land characters will rise up against Dr. McFrankenstein.
They rise up.
and
So
they
violence ensues.
well, no. And then they get rid of him. Maybe they do
They get rid of
they
him.
get rid of him somehow.
How?
Hold on.
It's a
Catapult.
giveaway, and if you find a piece of him in your burger,
Yeah.
you get $500.
But if he succeeds, then maybe he does turn them into amalgamations and sick aberrations. Maybe they join him. Maybe there's a Mick Igor and it's Grimace. And
God,
like,
there's just like I just picture like a fucking twisted TM like creature that's an amalgam of those characters.
yes.
Just on television drooling and going, "Kill me,
Yeah.
kill me."
Chuck's like, yes, that's what I was thinking.
That's exactly it.
Yes,
Do you want to
it's
do
like
the
you
art?
read my
So
mind.
Do you want to
It
direct
is.
the commercial?
So that's what it is. If it goes well, we continue with McMadness. If it goes poorly, we
Apologize.
go back to the normal stuff.
The
And
normal-
we have to see how it plays out.
Do you have like a parachute cord here? Like, what do you do if shit hits the fan? Like, how do you back out of this? You're
Oh, so you mean like 3 months in?
you're 4 months in. I'll give you
Yeah.
the benefit of the doubt. You're 4 months in. People
Yes.
are so confused at
People
this
are
thing.
drinking milk.
They've been ignored.
all July.
They've been like blatantly ignored.
Yep, like their
Yeah.
ghost.
Right? There's weird shit all over the place.
Yeah.
Lives have been threatened on
Yeah.
television.
Yeah.
The big brekkie
Chil-
sandwich was pretty good though.
Yeah, children are terrified.
Yep.
Yes.
Parents won't let them go there.
I think then we have the McDonald's Land characters rise up early
Okay.
and
I mean, you
take
promised-
down McFrankenstein.
John Wick style.
Yes.
Sure. And then
Do we get a McWick?
they take him down and they return things to normal. And then people will be,
Oh, the
How about this?
commercial. The
Here's-
commercial. Hold on. The commercial will be pretty great.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Ronald McDonald's on his knees.
Yes.
Right. Blood on the side of his lip, and then Mick fucking stuffs or whatever you said his name is, McFrankenstein. He's standing over him. Somebody else, like his goon, is standing
Yeah.
there. He's like, "You hear this guy? He says he's coming back. You coming back? Blah blah blah." And then Ronald McDonald goes, "Yeah, I'm guessing I'm back," because it's McWick.
Yeah.
And then we get a full feature-length film of Ronald McDonald absolutely fucking people up with guns, knives, and Krav Maga.
And here's what I think.
Krav Maga.
And so here's what I think. So if all goes well, this is really drives up interest.
It won't.
We continue. If it doesn't,
It'll drive up interest.
how?
Yeah. I mean,
How?
think pieces will be written.
If it
Twitter will light up. However, the
Tell me-
drive-throughs in the parking lots will not.
Listen,
I would tweet if I saw like a crazy car
here's what
accident.
happens after a couple.
Yeah,
after
but
a
I
couple
wouldn't eat
months, if they come back and bring the regular menu back,
Right.
people will be relieved. So it's a double win.
That's
It's
true.
a
And you know
win-win
what?
situation.
You know what? When they come through the drive-through, instead of throwing a mousetrap at their face, when we stop doing that, they're going to be like, you know,
thank
now that
God.
there's no more mousetraps being thrown at my face, I want to go to McDonald's
And
again.
then think about the excitement for whatever advertising company that they hire after you
Yes.
that has to rescue it. That's high stakes. That's
It's
fun.
going to be fun. But here's
Yeah.
the thing: you don't think
The
that if it was this
apologies.
crazy, you don't think every first of the month people are like the night before, let's say, people are going to be like, "What the fuck is going to be announced tomorrow?" They're going to be excited.
But people would do that if a company was doing like mass executions. They would be, and at the first of the month, they'd be like, "Well, we have to watch. We have to see what the fuck's going on."
Yes, but
You know what I
this
mean?
isn't that. This is mashed
This
potatoes
is
and
different.
gravy.
There was
there was no mashed
Come on.
potatoes.
Yeah, there was no mashed potatoes.
Well, it was either mashed potatoes or sweet potato fries for Thanksgiving.
I guess I had one other thing, and now I don't. I think the best thing about this is if it were enacted, you would go down in infamy.
Yes.
For
You would
this
be
thing.
a villainous celebrity.
Yeah, forever. What would happen after that is every company that did a terrible
Yeah.
shit marketing thing,
To
like an
McFrankenstein.
IHOB,
Yeah.
they would say, "Oh, they're fucking McFrankensteining it."
Yeah.
Yep.
You'd be part of the vernacular.
You would become a verb.
I think this would be a big win. I think you guys are wrong.
I think you're all wrong, and you should all rot in hell.
We're the executives here. You're pitching to us.
You guys are customers.
All
Executives.
right. Well, you're small picture people, and I hate you and your fuck pigs. Goodbye.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going. You're
You
getting
mouth
torn
breathing
apart.
swine.
Culture.
Keep going around, crawling on hands and knees and eating grass. You fucking pigs. I'll see you later. I'm gonna take my business over to
Taco Bell.
too known. I was going for something obscure.
Yeah.
And it fell apart.
I hear you.
Long John Silver's.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right. Long John Frankenstein.
We love it.
That was it. So
We'll do it.
That was my idea.
That's
that
a-
was pretty good.
that's
You know
That's
what?
a great
and I
idea.
can safely say, honestly, it was an idea.
Yes, it was.
There was some good stuff in there.
I think so.
Yeah.
The
sure.
red, white, and blue.
No.
Nope.
No. No, the existing breakfast sandwich from New Zealand sounds good.
I think because that's like the fifth time you've mentioned that. I think you genuinely do just like that sandwich
do.
idea.
It sounds
I
great.
think the one thing in here was once a month they introduce America to a concept that is from another country.
Right.
You like get culture, do
I
swine.
don't know that
I
I
like the
name it
concept.
that exactly. We could go back to the whiteboard on that one.
All right,
But,
give me your favorite thing that wasn't from Get Cultured, you swine.
Oh, boy, was it the sweet potato fries?
Can I? I'll
Yeah.
go first, I guess.
Yeah.
I like that you said that if people weren't into it, you'd stop. I like that part. I like that you were like, okay,
Come on, give me what's
I
your favorite
won't
menu item?
torture
What about the
anyone.
horror meals?
No, I don't like the horror meal. Well, here's the problem. I think it's hard for me to say like that
Yeah.
sounds tasty to me because I just don't eat it. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Right.
So to me, like the last
Yeah, so you're
time
not
I
a good
ate a
person to
McDonald's
judge.
thing, I got sick. I get really sick because my body is just like, what is this? You know? And I used to eat it a ton before that. So it is hard. I mean, I can remember the taste of a Big Mac, and it was good. It was a good thing.
Yeah.
But now I look at that, like if I drive, like, cause I do comedy, right? I do stand up and I'll be in a town somewhere and, you know, if I'm lucky, I have a mini fridge in the hotel so I can prepare ahead of time. And I'll get like a salad somewhere. I'll bring that back or some sandwich or bring that back, whatever. There are times where I leave a gig and I'm at a hotel somewhere and there's just nothing open, right?
Yeah.
Cause it's too late at night.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm starving. But when I drive by like McDonald's and Burger King and all that stuff, it doesn't register as food in my mind. So I don't see it as a food place. You know what I mean? So it's weird to me. I just don't. I don't know. So I guess I don't know. I don't know what the thing was that I liked. I think it was just like the different things that come each month.
Brad?
Sweet potato fries. I think those that
Yeah,
if,
take it all. It's gonna be turkey nuggets, gravy, sweet potato fries, and what was it?
I don't remember. Oh, pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and say my favorite was the like 19 patty Big Mac or whatever.
Yeah, the quad mac.
Just because it's like it's insulting. I think you know what I mean. It's so you know what it is. It's so American. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like
Yeah.
it's just like just to stick that on a little card table next
Yes.
to a homeless person.
Yes.
Is like take a picture of it, put it in the Smithsonian. You know what I
Yes,
mean? That's
yes,
that's
right.
that's perfect.
Well,
I
thank
think
you.
a lot of what you did is art,
Yeah.
but not like it's not the thing that you did is the art. It's taking one step back and looking at it, going, "Oh, yeah, right."
Well, so I mean, I will say I cut a couple ideas for being too out there.
Thank you.
There was at first October was McFrankenstein's month of pure hell.
Some Valentine's Day, we impregnate someone at every McDonald's, but we don't tell you who.
And that's only the second day of McMadness.
Yeah, that's day two.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a month of pure hell where it was. I don't want to get into it, but
What month of pure hell? Describe this.
yeah, well, it was interesting. Like anything you buy, it's gonna have something weird in it. And so what I was gonna do is I was gonna make like little notes, of, like what some of the weird stuff. And I was gonna have you act out like, oh, I'm gonna get this, and you have to reach into a fishbowl to see what this stuff would be.
Oh, that's fun. That would have been a fun thing to do on
It's
the
like
podcast.
a cockroach, or like like a used condom wrapper, something like that.
from the
Pure hell.
national chain McDonald's.
Well, it's a month of pure hell.
Done in hopes that people would dine there more often.
Yeah. There's that one.
I found a used condom wrapper
Yeah, it's just a
In my-
wrapper. It's not so bad.
in my fillet of fish. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what I cut it. Of course, you would fillet me for cutting something. I didn't even put it in. I took it out. I thought it was a bad idea.
All right.
There you go.
I like how you said I would fillet you after I just said fillet of fish.
And then the other thing was it was actually similar. And, well,
It's,
no, it wasn't
it's a
similar.
quarter pounder, but when you ask for one, 4 guys come out and fuck you.
No, it wasn't.
Because a quarter, like 4.
It's like
And a pounder, like
yeah. Yeah, exactly.
No. It wasn't that. It was.
No, that's insane.
You know, fortune cookies.
Yeah, I do.
You get a fortune in every item you get.
oh, not just fortune cookies. You're fortunate.
Just a piece of paper
So
in
if I
there
get a
and you pull it
10-piece
out.
nugget, am I getting 10 fortunes?
No.
Just
every
one.
item. Every
okay,
item.
okay.
Even in the burgers,
That makes more sense.
you have to peel that out.
We put it in a different place
Oh,
every
look.
time. Sometimes like
It's this
under,
like
sometimes
soggy,
it's
wet
between the
thing.
cheese and the burger.
Oh,
It
and
could
then you
be
pull it
anywhere.
out and you're like, oh, look, my lucky numbers.
Yeah. That would be fun.
The lucky numbers are the same on every fortune.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of
Not all
money.
of
Every
them.
fortune is the same.
How about
Yes.
this? How about this? For
You should have gone to Burger King.
for 1 month, it's all automated vending machines. And that's where the
Ooh.
food comes out. And then the next month you do it and it's all claw machines. And then the next month you do it and it's all like bubble vending machines, you know, and
the
it's
twisting
all
ones, yeah.
food in bubbles.
Yeah.
And
See,
then
you could do
basically
this
you're
too.
testing to see what the consumer will put up with for trying to automate your process and
Yes.
not pay employees.
Yes.
See, it's clever.
Yes. I
You know?
like it. That's
How
fun.
about this? You pledge on January 1st to, on a later date, sometime in the year, in some location across the country,
Yeah.
Ronald McDonald will walk in and he will, once a week. Yeah, 52 times.
Okay.
51 of the 52 weeks.
Yes.
Ronald McDonald will walk into any McDonald's in America and he will pull out a $1 million check and hand that to a random person in the McDonald's, right?
I like it.
So you're talking about $51 million
Okay.
Yeah.
for this thing, right? Because they gave away more than that for Monopoly.
Yeah.
However, the 52nd week, and this could be any of the weeks in the year,
I like the way
He
this
will
is
walk
going.
in.
Yep.
he will pull out a gun
Yep.
and shoot a random person in the McDonald's.
I think it's worth it.
I'll say this: if he shoots someone in February, you're good for the rest of the year.
I know that's the hard part. That is
yeah.
the hard part, right? And then he's sitting there and he's like, I didn't think this through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like nobody's
And
going to be
then-
scared
and
of
then-
coming to McDonald's anymore.
And then another press release or press
Yeah.
conference happens, and then they're like, okay, so now he might do it again.
Yes.
That's funny.
All right.
Good stuff, man. I'm glad you were here to appreciate my ideas.
Yeah, we've been here long enough where time has no meaning, and I've lost all sense of what is performance and what's not performance.
I hear you.
So this has been a good time. I'm a little punch drunk.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. Let's ask some real questions here, some real serious stuff.
Sure.
All right.
I guess.
Did you ever work in a fast food restaurant?
I worked
Bradley?
at a family pizzeria, so not fast food. No,
Was it your family?
it was not.
All right, good. So you knew you were really working.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Sort of.
All right, a pizzeria.
Yes.
Did you guys make the pizzas or
Yes.
were they frozen?
I started as a bus boy for 9 months.
Then you started tossing that dough.
Then I started tossing that dough. I
Chucking that
got
dough up.
bumped up to the kitchen, and I worked. Overall, my time spent there was 3 years, and then like on breaks and stuff, I'd go home and deliver. That's still my favorite pizza place.
Babies?
Yes.
You'd go home and deliver
Yeah, I
babies?
deliver babies. I got an OBGYN degree
Yeah.
through the pizza place. Yes.
I'm working my way through college.
Yes.
And you know what's funny? Throwing that dough really taught you how to catch a baby.
Yep. And if they're like struggling to breathe or something, a lot of people like pat the baby on the back or
Yeah.
whatever,
You toss it right up
toss
in
them up in the air, spin them
the air.
around.
Centrifugal force.
Yep.
It'll hurl whatever blockage is
Not
there.
a lot of people know that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Still keep them on the cord though.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
in case
definitely.
they slip, you can
Yeah.
just grab them by the cord like
Yeah.
a yo-yo,
Yeah.
like a human yo-yo.
Yes.
Chuckley, did you ever work in a fast food?
No, I worked at a seafood restaurant when I was 14. I was a dishwasher.
Okay.
Closest thing for it. That's it.
Did you pitch them like dish ideas?
I
where you're
did.
like, hey, how about instead
a
of fish,
year?
we serve hot dogs?
Jaws is huge, right?
And if somebody orders fish, just pretend you can't hear
How
them.
about this? Jaws is huge, right?
Yeah, okay.
We put little license plates in every order. Somewhere in it. We don't tell them.
We're
It's
gonna need a
surprise.
bigger plate.
It's a fun surprise.
That's funny.
No, you never worked at fast food.
No, I never really wanted to work with people's food. I know this is weird. I always felt like something weird would happen, and I wouldn't be able to explain it. They'd be like, "There's a fingernail in my food" or something, and it
And
wouldn't
then
be
it's
for
you
me.
chewing your finger, and you're like, huh?
yeah.
What?
No, I feel like something would happen, and I don't know. I didn't want to be responsible. for it.
Listen, I didn't like it. It was a first job. You know what I mean? I think
sure.
that happens a lot. It was a first job.
Yeah.
It did give me a real sense of like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah.
But I mean, it gave me a good appreciation of like what a fast food worker is dealing with. And it's just like, man, this sucks.
Yeah.
And then I worked retail and I was like, oh, this sucks too.
Yeah.
But it's like, it doesn't smell on my clothes afterwards, but it still sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's that. Well, this was a lot of fun. I want to thank you guys for being on my podcast. Brad, do you have anything to plug?
Oh, I'm going to go see my friend Ray Harrington at the Rogue Island Comedy Festival.
There you go.
He's headlining the 8 p.m. show on Friday, May 28th. And you can get more information if you just Google Rogue Island Comedy Festival. I don't have the link.
Is he
right
funny? I don't know.
Ray Harrington is very funny.
All right. Well, I mean, he's not for some people.
Nobody's for everybody. Like, there are people who are like, Mr. Rogers made the world
great?
worse.
You know who was great and I think everybody really liked?
Who?
Bill Cosby. I think he was really great. Brad, Chuck, do you have anything to...
Just all my video projects with Tell 'em Steve Dave and Tuesdays with Stories.
Good stuff.
In the podcast
Good stuff.
we're on now.
And I like it because you're actively doing it and getting better at it, so you can see the learning process. Because I think we can both agree on like the early stuff sucked, right?
With?
Yeah. Right?
Huh?
Did you say Rod?
Rod?
Raj?
Raj? And he just comes walking out of the bathroom. Yeah? That's my PA.
That's good.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm overtired. And
All
I
right,
wanna
buddy.
Thank you guys for having me.
Well, I'm glad you're on 2 episodes in a row. That was really fun.
Let's cut a third. I'll get real weird.
Well, thanks
I'm glad
to
you
all
like-
the...
I want to go home. Please.
Thanks to all the Chubies and the Rabies out
No.
there.
Oh, yeah. Please. If you've gone this far in the podcast, you are truly a listener of this podcast.
Yes.
Write in examples of things that you would be proud to be called.
ChuckandBrad@gmail.com.
Not a chubby. Something you would put on a bumper sticker on your car and think of all the people that might see it, right? And say, yeah, I am that. You know what I mean? Because I think you're better than Chubby. I really do.
I think I appreciate...
Not Chuck and Brad. You, the listener.
Chubies.
You're better than
I
Chubby.
appreciate the rabies.
There are no rabies. Nobies.
Oh, my God.
Nobies.
He's a denier. There are rabies.
I'm a rabies
He's a
denier.
rabies
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guarantee you there's a Facebook page for that. Actually,
Raccoons just like
if
to
you
bite.
watch this YouTube video, it explains everything.
Folks out there, thank you all so much for listening. We do appreciate it. We appreciate Ray being here for 2 episodes in a row. And if you want to reach out to us, please do.
Yes.
That's all I've got.
That's all I got.
Deuces.
I swear I'll kill you.